What's up, everybody in the house tonight? What's up? What's up? What's up, everybody in the house tonight? What's up? What's up? Yeah.
Monday in the studio.
Welcome, everyone, to the Garrett and Steve Show. In case you didn't know, we have a Patreon. Patreon.com/Garrett and Steve. Sign up for it now. What are you missing out on? Don't be a loser, a freebie, a stealer.
A you-know-whatter?
A you-know-whatter. Yeah, exactly.
Careful how you say your next words. You might get a $500,000 give, send, go. Damn it. That's too much money at once. We're not going to handle that well. We're going to spend it all. Spend it all one place at the shopping mall on t-shirts and sneakers. Too much for us.
It's funny how, what was it, Austin Metcalf kills a guy, gets $500,000, and now this woman just says a word and gets $500,000.
Those two things are equal.
I guess so. In the eyes of GoFundMe.
In the eyes of the Lord, in the eyes of the law, in the eyes of the American people, stabbing a high schooler at a track meet is the equivalent of calling a Somalian man the N-word. Excuse me, an autistic 5-year-old the N-word.
Oh, is that why everyone's saying, oh, this must be an autistic kid? Because there's like a video of someone eating outside.
Yeah, eating
outside, yeah. And like this woman sitting, and there's like two black kids playing by an umbrella behind her. And one of the kids keeps trying to reach and grab a purse and finally grabs a purse. And all the comments were like, oh, that must be an autistic 5-year-old. I didn't get what that meant. Oh, okay.
For those of you living in a cave somewhere way, way far away from this dog shit place.
A cave in Somalia.
A Somalian cave. A woman over the weekend, I guess it was Thursday, or literally after we were done with our stuff, was at the playground somewhere in Minnesota, and she caught a kid. They say it's a 5-year-old, but he looks pretty big. I don't know if he's 5.
Okay.
Going through her bag, like a baby bag, and she called him N-word. And some Somalian pedophile who was there, seemingly unrelated to the kid in question, seemingly there by himself, seemingly filming, seemingly children, seemingly pedophilia.
Weird.
A little weird.
Wow. Okay. I didn't know the full story. I thought it was like some grown Somali man tried to steal her bag and she called him the N-word.
No. A grown Somali man was there. He's a Somalian documentarian who had no kids at a playground.
Just filming kids at a playground.
Just filming kids at a playground. To be fair, the case that the Somalian man got never sentenced for, got arrested for, and then
tried or whatever.
Judge threw the case out.
Okay.
Was because him and his brother raped a 16-year-old, allegedly.
Oh, okay. But they didn't because he wasn't found guilty.
It's one of those things. Maybe it was just easier to let it go.
Or there was no like hard facts or something they could find.
I forget exactly how it was worded, but the judge threw the case out because of some like in the interest of justice.
Oh God, one of those.
Where it's in the interest
like
of
he didn't understand what he was doing.
Minnesota and these are Somali guys.
Yeah.
So in the interest of justice, we're gonna let this 16-year-old rape thing go.
Holy shit. Did they just let I thought it was Minnesota, some state, like one of their politicians got caught on camera vandalizing a Tesla. And it was like $20,000 worth of damage. And then the judge was like, oh, he didn't really understand what he was doing and let him off again.
I don't get that.
Me either.
I don't know what I can't wrap my head around that, but that seems to be a constant thing in Minnesota specifically. But Shiloh Hendricks is the woman who, she catches a kid rifling through a bag. She calls him the N-word. And then this other Somali guy's like, oh my God, perfect. I'm going to go viral. Not thinking people are going to look into who took the video, and so he just records her. And have you seen the video?
No, I don't think so.
Well,
I kept seeing the thumbnail, but
You
I
called
never
him
watched. Oh boy.
well, I'm actually happy because I've seen this so much now. It's these two. These two say the N-word. No,
Niggers in the studio.
I've seen it so much. I'm actually I've seen reference to it so much. I'm completely sick of it. I'm glad I'm actually talking to someone who doesn't even know what happens in the video. So here's the entire thing. Here's the reason this blonde woman has over $500,000 in a not GoFundMe, but a Give Send Go.
Same thing, right?
Yeah.
You call him a nigger, the child? Did you call the child the nigger word? It is my own business. You call him a nigger? Okay, why don't you have the boss to say it right now again?
Fuck you, nigger.
Okay. All right, that's what you say. Nobody dig into your shit.
A little fucking kid just did, you dumbass.
That little kid, you call him a nigger? The little child?
What if he acts like one, he's gonna
Are you about to hit him? You chase him here?
He took my son's stuff.
So that gives you the right to call the child, 5-year-old, a nigger, the N-word.
If that's what he's gonna act
That's
like.
what you're gonna call him.
That's what he's gonna act like.
You know, that's the hate speech. And he can be recorded for that.
I don't give a shit.
Citizens arrest.
Okay, we'll see about that, what the internet has to say about you. You call
Well, the internet had a lot to say about everything. This shit has been my whole Twitter feed for 3 days.
So he didn't catch him on video stealing anything,
No.
going through the bag.
Oh, no video.
What?
Everybody says no video, Joey Dago. God damn it.
Did the sound work?
I doubt it. If there was no video. Something went wrong with the Monday in the studio video.
And the intro, right? It had like a
Hey, the
hiccup,
intro got all fucked up too.
Yeah.
Thank you, StreamYard. Your services are always perfect. I wish I had a Trackcaster.
All right.
right.
We just have to watch it again.
I guess we just have to watch the whole thing again. But I'm gonna press play, and Joey Dago, I need you to instantly text yes or no. Is this playing? There he is. Hello, Mr. Dago.
Yeah, what's up, dude?
Thank you for being a producer.
I tried. Yeah, no, we had no video. We had audio.
Do you
Everything
see?
else was fine.
Oh, but you could hear it.
Yeah.
All right. You didn't really need to see it.
Yeah. I mean,
I'll show it
she's
again
pretty good
anyway.
looking.
But you can see it now.
Yes, we can see it now. And, you know, we're all pretty visual. You know,
So
we
let's-
have
Yeah.
good imaginations.
We'll give this a quick playthrough. Here we go.
you call him a nigger, the child?
That's a
Did you call the child the nigger word?
The nigga one.
It is my own business. You call him a
It
nigger?
stole my video.
Okay, why don't you have the boss to say it right now?
Hey, thank
again?
you, Joey.
Fuck you, nigger.
Okay.
Nigger.
All right, that's what you say.
Fucking ballsy.
You fucking
Jesus.
people's shit, you dumbass.
Yeah.
Nobody dig into your shit.
A little fucking kid just did, you dumbass.
That little kid, you call him a nigger? The little child?
What if he acts like one, he's gonna
Are you about to hit him? You chase him here?
He took my son's stuff.
So that gives you the right to call the child, 5-year-old, a nigger, the N-word.
Oh, you keep saying it.
That's what you're
Stop
gonna
saying it.
That's what he's gonna act like.
You know, that's the hate speech. And you can be recorded for that.
I don't give a shit.
Huh.
Fuck off.
Okay, we'll see about that, what the internet has to say about you. You call him a nigger?
The internet, a lot of the internet said they love her. That's what they had to say. Asian sumo wrestler with AIDS. An autistic kid stole your video. It would appear so. Thank you for letting us know.
Mhm.
I think they should both be thrown in jail. They both said the bad word.
I guess so. Yeah.
I
That's
think
true.
zero
That's good
tolerance
logic.
policy on the non-tolerance towards blacks.
Uh-huh.
I think if you say this Somalian guy is not an American black person, so he really doesn't have any right to say it either. This
Yeah.
this is specifically an American black thing. The N word.
Is it?
Yes, I'm saying it.
Okay. All right.
I'm
fine.
demanding this
Okay.
of everyone. So she should go to prison for saying a bad word. He should go to double prison for saying a bad
What
word
about her
while
kid?
blacking. Her kid should be in jail.
Okay.
And that's right, Jaquan G. It's our word. Somalians can't just appropriate it, can't just come here and just start saying it. It's our word. Americans.
It's hard R word.
It's our word. So yeah, throw her under the jail for
Wow.
saying
So
the naughty word.
What did people give her $500,000 for?
Making everyone laugh.
Like she's not going to court or anything. It's not.
It's a $500 account that just says to start your new comedy career. No, she's the one who put it up, I think. It would appear she put it up because the Give, Send, Go thing was just titled to please send money to help me relocate my family because they were instantly being threatened, death threats. People, like, I think that video was on the internet for 5 minutes before they posted her name, address, phone number, and everything.
Wow, makes sense. I mean, we for bonus content, we watched the show Black, White, period. And the white guy that dressed up like a black guy always had this dream of people just coming up to him and saying that word to his face, and he would even bat an eyelash and would roll off his back. But that scenario actually happened. He's kind of right, except it was to a young kid.
That's the difference. It was to a kid, and he wasn't just standing around.
Yeah, he wasn't standing around. Yeah.
There was apparently a little theft involved, and then some angry words exchanged.
Also, it's a 5-year-old kid.
I know.
And there's a bag laying on the playground. Like, so he goes in it, looks around. What's he going to steal?
It does seem like a little bit of a major overreaction. I can understand if she just, called the guy recording her that, because it's like, yeah, fuck you.
Yeah.
You're trying to get a piss somebody off because they're pissing you off. And that's the insta fucking all right, I'm gonna say the bad word and you're gonna go nuts. But yeah, to call a 5-year-old at the park, that's something.
That is, yeah. She's loose, fast and loose with that word. Apparently, she just gives it out everywhere.
I don't know. I think just in general, because what a lot of people were writing on the Give, Send, Go when they were donating was the N-word, but also a lot of
them allow that on Give, Send, Go just to comment that.
I should have taken a screenshot of it. There were 6 people that all donated $1 more than each other, and I think it was like one guy donated $2,001, the next guy donated $2,002, and the next guy $2,003, and it was NIGG, and they spelled out the N-word with about 12 grand. I'm pretty sure those were the numbers.
Holy shit.
It was fucking hilarious. But what I kept reading over and over and over again was, this is like white guilt's dead. We're done. After the Austin Metcalf $500,000 fucking, the Carmelo Anthony $500,000 GoFundMe.
There's still a video that has to be released, right?
Apparently. I don't know how true that is, but that's what I hear too.
Yeah.
But yeah, a lot of people say we're done. This is the end of white. Fuck this shit. Because the instant the video went out, it was, like I said, they posted her phone number, her address, all her personal information, her social security number. And it was like, look, she said a bad word, so let's try to literally fucking kill her. And it's like, no.
Jesus
no more of this.
Christ. Yeah.
Saying a bad word that makes you cranky is not worse than murder, than killing.
Or even, it's not even worse than a 5-year-old trying to steal shit from your bag.
Also, yeah, I'd rather be called
worse.
I'd rather some random stranger call me the baddest word I can think of. And hey, they called me a fat Italian fag. Like, I'd rather that than someone steal my stuff. I'd rather any mean version of words said to me. Everybody's kind of at the same time realizing that, yeah, we're done with your fucking manipulation. Because that's what it is if you just say this word, or if I can get you to say it, if I get you riled up, you fuck. Now I have a free pass to just do whatever I want to you. Yeah. I can, whether it's in this moment, beat the fucking shit out of you, kill you, whatever it is. If I don't get you in the moment, then I'll just find out who you are. I could ruin your life. And it's because you said the bad word. Nothing else matters.
How are people so easily getting people's social security numbers and addresses and things like that?
Hackers, man.
I guess
they're getting in her back door. You better watch your back door. Someone might sneak in.
Is it just
back door your computer?
Is it just so many hackers are just around that They're like, oh, I'll just take up this cause for the day.
I mean, there's 2 hackers right on screen right now.
Yeah, I don't. Or is there just like on the dark web? Is it just you just type someone's name in and their social security number comes up? Is that how it works?
Well, do you remember like a year ago now, I think, or maybe less than that? Donnie's Inferno, thank you for my roses. Oh, thank you. Thank you so much for my roses. Oh, thank you. Oh, thank you, Gabe Bitch. Thank you for my roses. There was that leak of fuck, I don't remember what department it was. I think it might have been the Social Security Department. So it was every information, all your information. Social Security number, name, address, everything.
I know, but
And like so, where does that leak to? Some database that someone probably saved on, the bad boy internet, and other people, bad boy people, have access to it. Or
yes,
there's people that they know you're the target. They'll get into your stuff somehow. They'll backdoor. They'll smash and grab. They're teeter totter. I know all the hacking lingo.
They'll bait and switch you, hook and line and sinker.
They'll maple syrup your flapjacks.
Wow, that's fucking nuts.
Yeah,
I didn't know they could do that.
They'll twist your nipples upside down, brown and purple.
Fuck. So, like, I get so people in her town recognize her and are like, "Oh, she lives here," and you give out her address, and then someone has her phone number. But yeah, I guess Social Security numbers out there too.
Either way,
someone's taking her unemployment right now.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Oh, she's getting Sean teased big time. She's got to get by that LifeLock shit, and even then, it's still not gonna help her.
That doesn't do shit.
It doesn't. Yeah, she's got to buy that just for her own mental health. But it's done. Yeah, everybody's got your stuff. Your email addresses are all gonna be hacky dude.
LifeLock is just the new version of McAfee antivirus that does nothing, but they get people to pay a subscription price to feel like they're protected.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Yeah. My uncle who just died had it some virus thing that he was paying for on his phone, on his computer. They hardly use the computer. Have you ever gotten a virus on your phone? Never, right?
Not yet.
Why isn't that possible?
I don't know. It should be because it's a computer.
Yeah.
Especially the Android phones. I don't understand how they don't get
Yeah, I don't get how it's just they're invulnerable to viruses somehow. Yeah, I don't.
Well, they're not invulnerable to the N-word. Do you want to see the guy, by the way, who took the video?
Yes, please.
He's a very handsome man. Because of this handsome fellow.
Harambe?
Yeah. He's got 5 names. Harare at Dohab Sumale. But in his news article where he got, accused of raping a 16-year-old after offering her a place to stay, his name is he's Sharmaki Bail Omar. Sharmaki?
Wow. It's like the guy on CNN, Cher Michael. What a stupid name for a guy, especially. Cher Michael. Sharmaki. So this was Rochester?
No, Minnesota.
Oh, that's right. Because it's in the article, it said a Rochester man, but I guess that's Minnesota, Rochester, Minnesota.
Yeah. The other thing, because I was just scrolling down, I saw Anthony retweeted a clip of black people doing some crime. It's been. I think we're at the biggest break point, at least on the internet. If you go out in human being public,
yeah,
it's honestly none of this is even happening. At least not here in Staten Island, New York. But on the internet, there's a fucking race war going on, and white people are just—it's a barrage of every news story from the last 5 years of a black person doing something bad, and it's oh, but we say a word, and some of them are pretty bad. One was the case that 5-year-old that got stabbed to death by a black woman for no reason.
Oh, geez.
There was another either 5 or 6-year-old that black guy at the Mall of America threw him off the 3rd story, and for his reasoning that he said to the cops was, "I was sick of getting rejected by females, and I was really angry and looking for someone to hurt. So he picked up a 6-year-old and chucked him off the balcony, 3 stories up. The kid did not die, amazingly.
Jesus.
He lived, and he's thriving now. And they asked the guy in prison, like, what do you think of that kid you threw off the balcony? He lived. He's like, I'm going to get his ass.
Did he really?
No, that part I made up.
Oh my God.
That part I made up. I'm going to get his little bitch ass. I'm going to finish him off. Like I meant to do first time.
How do you survive a 3-story fall?
Luckily, his little kid rubbery body.
Yeah.
Ugh.
I haven't heard of the update on the Pittsburgh Pirate guy.
He's alive.
He is?
Yes, I heard an update on him. He's alive, not thriving, but alive.
Okay.
He woke up and said, that's the last we heard of him. So here's the give, send, go for Shiloh Hendricks. I like that she blanked out a kid's face, but it's a little late. He's already in that prominently featured in that video. It was very nice of the Somalian man to feature the little kid. But it's help me protect my family. It's at now $680,000.
Holy shit.
A lot of gives. You know what? There's no comments. It's just
they removed the comments.
They removed comments because they were a little. They were basically trying to start a race war in the comment section of the Give, Send, Go.
It doesn't look good when your comments are just filled with that word and people spelling out that word. It seems a little
that word,
piling on.
That word. Yeah, it seems kind of white trashy.
Yeah.
If I'm being honest.
But I mean, she looks kind of white trashy.
Kind of looks a little white trashy. Kind of acts a little white trashy.
Yeah.
All the middle fingers and the N words. But Garrett, do you give a shit at all? Does this affect you in any way?
Oh, no, definitely not.
That's the thing. The people clutching their pearls and acting all offended.
Yeah, who do they care
about? I
about?
can't believe people are supporting. Like, I can believe people are supporting this shit. Where have you been? This has been a long fucking time coming.
Yeah.
Something this retarded, maybe not, but something like this. The peak breaking point was the Carmelo Anthony, the recent $500,000 for a kid who just stabbed a white kid to death.
You don't think the peak was Floyd?
Well, yeah, that was the mega peak the other way.
That was the other way, yeah. And now it's just been going back. And now,
now the pendulum is starting to swing.
Maybe this is the peak the other way or not yet?
I don't know, man.
Yeah.
Because again, to compare these things, some lady said a cuss word 2 months ago or a month and a half ago, whatever it was. A kid died, and there's been a lot of other deaths. Like,
yeah. Well, remember the jogger in like Georgia?
Yes, the jogger,
where the two men just like followed him and kind of accosted him, or like did a citizen's arrest maybe on him or something.
Yeah,
and they went to jail for like 20 years each.
Well, they killed him.
Oh, they did kill him?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
That one was a little.
Oh no, that's right. They brought out a shotgun and he grabbed the shotgun.
Yeah.
And
Which.
So yeah, they weren't defending themselves or anything.
No, they were trying to hold him, like detain him there and wait for the cops. And he was jogging. He's like, well, I don't want. He's like, I'm making great time. I can't stop now. I'm jogging in my cargo pants and shirt my collared shirt,
jogging through this being built house,
stealing copper out of it. I'm copper jogging. You ain't never went copper jogging before? Yeah, that one was a little muddy.
I forgot they killed him. So yeah, well, I mean that's
because I understand being like, hey boy. Oh, wait a minute. But trying to stop a crime, but you kind of just got to chase him off, and if he runs away,
you stop him.
Because once we get into like, you're not cops, so once we get into, hey, we're not letting you leave territory, it's like, all right, well, who's now committing? Now you're up in the ante. Which crime are we committing?
Yeah,
you can tell him, hey, just chasing him with a gun, getting close enough that he can touch it. Seems like now we're gonna end up shooting him and going to jail.
And you did, father and son.
Yeah, and the visuals weren't good either because I don't know if I don't remember if this is actually how it was, but it was like two fat white dudes, like
Totally.
hick-looking dudes
Yes.
with a shotgun in the back of a pickup truck.
Uh-huh.
Like, get him! It's just that's a hard one to sell to a judge or a jury.
And who are these people that care so much about other people's property?
White folks, damn it! Proper white people.
Keeping the tradition alive.
Yeah, it's a society, damn it. And if I don't watch out for my brother's copper, if I'm not my brother's copper's keeper, who is my brother's copper's keeper?
That is a fair point.
It's not a fair point.
It kind of is. It's
Listen,
like,
if I was stealing and some people who had nothing to do with the place I was stealing from gave me I would run away. And then they'd chase you like, this is, who the fuck are you? You're not the cops. You're not even a security guard. Like,
but like when someone's stealing at Walmart and they go to run out and then some guy just like sticks his leg out and trips them or whatever. I kind of like that.
mhm.
So
Listen,
yeah.
if they took out some baton, if they beat the shit out of the guy, I'd have no issue with that whatsoever. It's just, I don't even have an issue really with the gun thing. It's just, well, once we're here though,
Yeah. But
this is not going to look good if you blow this kid away. Because now it's like a meme at this point. Like, oh, he got killed just for jogging.
Kinda.
Yeah. Not exactly at all.
But their excuse
But-
was that like he grabbed the gun, so I thought he was going to use it against me, so I had
Well,
to
probably.
shoot him. Yeah.
Not gonna lie to you. That's the thing. It's already, we're now too deep in the mud. The gun should not have been anywhere close enough for him to grab.
True.
Keep your distance, and if he runs, he runs. Like, all right, like he
Uh.
didn't steal it. He chased him away. Call the cops. Tell them, give him a description. Because if you end up shooting the fucking guy, you're going to jail.
Yeah.
That's just how it is.
Another one that got off, I think this was last week announced, the hockey player
Oh yeah,
who, like minor league hockey player who obviously kicked a guy in the throat. Like there's no possible way that he could get his leg up that high backwards for no. I've never seen a hockey player ever move like that.
he threw a kick at a guy's neck.
Yeah.
Like he literally like jumped up and kicked.
No, he
And
was.
not jumped up, but like one leg on the ground, one leg fully horizontal in the air.
Yeah, he kind of like he checked him and went backwards with his foot and came up and cut him in the neck. Yeah, from the behind,
Killed him.
killed him, and he got let go. He got freed. They said there
No
was
crime.
no.
Even though everybody with eyes that saw the video was like, he killed that guy.
Yeah, like, it seemed like it was just like he got checked earlier and tried to get revenge and just he thought he was going to kick him in the head or so. You know
That could
I'm
kill a guy
guessing-
too, though.
Yeah, true.
Like, it's not, I don't know whose fault it is that you're too dumb to know you're going to kill someone doing that shit.
Uh-huh.
But you killed a guy. I don't understand how you get away with, even if you didn't mean it. That's at the very least, it's like manslaughter. Man's laughter.
Yeah.
It's-
Man's laughter.
It's
yeah.
not a, like, oh, just you get a nothing for that. The slap on the wrist. Hey, don't go around doing that again.
Yeah, right. Like if you.
Not even banned from the league, I don't think.
Oh no.
Probably
Wow.
not.
Yeah. Is there any other way you could kill someone and not get any charges?
Who, you asking for a friend?
Yeah, no, I'm trying to think. The like
You trying to meet a
pedophile,
stranger on a train or something?
pedophile victim dads. Do they get away with? Sometimes they get away with it. Maybe,
Yeah.
maybe, but they might get like a
If-
manslaughter, 60 days in jail or something.
Here's a good one. Mile High War. That's a good way
War.
to get away with
Yeah, that's a good
murder.
point.
Is do war.
Mhm.
Yeah, I think crime of passion law is what you're talking about.
Yeah.
It's like if you catch your wife cheating. The thing is, it has to be proven that there's no premeditation.
Oh yeah.
You have to just be in a frenzy. Like the second, so if you ever find out any bad news, the second you find out the bad news, go on a murderous rampage.
Don't think
the only
about
way
it.
you're getting off. Just go nuts. And then when you get to the precinct, ask the officer, like Carmelo Anthony did. That was self-defense, right? Because he told me he was gonna hit me, so self-defense, right? Yes.
Yes.
I'm gonna need 500 grand, killing this white motherfucker, and I am free at last.
I just happened to bring a knife to a track meet for no reason. But whatever.
Self-defense reasons, obviously. What if someone were to what now? Black people are going to be on the self-defense more than ever after this whole Shiloh Hendricks thing. They're going to be knives out. Like, wait, some white lady calls me the N-word. That's it. That's it. Can't call me that. It's the meanest thing anyone can do.
That's the thing. There's going to be now more retaliation against.
I don't know what I don't know.
Who knows?
But the funny thing to me was that I'm on the internet, and America's on Twitter just going hoobity hobbity over all this, and then there was an international N-word incident at the same time.
An international one?
An international one.
Jeez.
Tell me you didn't see
Worldwide?
this, Mr. Worldwide. So I guess you didn't see this one. This one
I don't
was
think so.
in the fucking China.
Oh God. Well, is this just them saying "nigar" because it means like no or something?
Oh, yeah. It's them saying that, and it's definitely sing-songy. But there seems to be a bit more of a racial. They're a little more honest in China, I think, is how I'll put it.
Okay.
Would you like to?
Yeah,
see
I would
it?
like to see it. Yes, please.
Okay.
This is in China, not a Chinese in America. Not a Chinese.
Oh, this is an old video. Huh. Well, it got brought up like it was new, and I'd
okay.
never seen it before.
Let's see.
Jay Nate, give me some more info. And also, just real quick, Gabe itches. Frankie McDonald just posted him eating Popeyes.
Yeah.
Thank you for my roses.
He sent us the pictures and video. I'm happy for him. He finally did it. It's been 6 months of nonstop 3 pictures a day of Popeyes and their progress.
Is he now going to send us a video every day of him eating Popeye's chicken? Now
I hope so.
Fear for the boy's health more than ever. He's got to quit it. No, Jay Nate, it's not them getting off the bus.
No, not getting off the bus.
Don't worry, I have that one too.
Yeah.
It's not that. But no. This video, again, this might be completely old. It was the first time.
What's this one?
What this about? First time I've ever seen it, so maybe I'm wrong, but who knows? Anyway, it's a woman of color in a fucking China. She's at a Chinese food restaurant.
Wait
a minute. Maybe she's not in China.
Yeah, I was gonna say.
I gotta be honest.
I don't
Garrett,
think they have Chinese food restaurants in China.
I didn't look into this one because there was no major news story about it. It was just posted, and I was like, "Oh, look, another one." But here's another one.
Let's hear it.
It's spreading like a contagion, spreading like COVID. N-worditis.
Like nigger. Go back to your country. Go back to your country, nigger. We don't welcome black people. Black people should go. Go back to Africa. You look so fucking ugly with your dark skin color. Go back to Africa. 回到非洲就好了。
She's playing the Bruno card.
Nigger, 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 nigger. Do you eat watermelon?
You need to watch. You need a watermelon.
His wife and he's your master.
Oh, you didn't hear that
No.
part. That part, I think, was more racist than any N-words that you dropped, and you missed it. Yeah, listen again.
Okay.
I'm going to send it to my boyfriend because he's white and he's your master.
You just leave.
Weird.
Like nigger.
Now, this one, there should be no, and you know what? There isn't real any blowback for it, and there shouldn't be, because listen. She's just singing.
Yeah, it's a song.
Oh, here's the chord.
One sec.
The phone call chord.
One sec, buddy.
Who's on the hotline?
You there?
Hello? Yeah. Let me tell you guys something. I remember times when Nate Bargatze would drive me to gigs. Multimillionaire doesn't bother me. I've worked with Norton for 3 decades. Killing it doesn't bother me. But these nobodies screaming the N-bomb. getting $500,000. I'm livid. I'm livid.
How much would you be worth right now?
Oh my God.
I would be nigger rich. Am I right?
I mean, this lady said it a couple times in a video, and she's up to $680,000.
Oh, we were
more in 5 seconds on In Hot Water. I think you
just
should
before
be
the season's interview.
You and Jeff Bezos should be comparing yachts. if it was like per N word.
We did this on our show today, and literally we brought up all 3 GoFundMe's. We brought up that fucking piece of shit. We brought up the guy Luigi. Yeah. And we brought up this broad Shiloh, and we just would go back every 10 minutes and refresh and watch the numbers go up. And she's newest to the and they made a GoFundMe, not to spoil it. They made a GoFundMe for the kid, the little kid that was robbing Shiloh. And they're like, yeah, we need money because of racism.
Well, I mean, maybe this one does. He got put on blast to the whole country.
Yeah, he's the one that most deserves any money, I would think.
Well, Shiloh, maybe.
Okay.
Her life's ruined.
Shiloh deserves.
Yeah.
She could. Well, apparently not. Apparently there's a lot of fans of her.
But we talked about this on the show. I know you guys watched. Yeah. But literally, this is what. Thank you, Garrett. This is what we talked about. Like, the kid is acting like what she called him. He literally is breaking into her bag to steal stuff. And when she called him out, rather
he was
than the
just
dad,
autistic, and he was feeling around because autistic people are very tactile. They like the feel of stuff. All he was doing was reaching in the bag, going, "Ooh, this feels like something." Ooh,
are you making a joke, or was he really?
He was stimming in the bag. He was stimming.
He was autistic with 2 G's. Was he really autistic?
Yeah, totally. He was super autistic.
He was
that's why
than the dad saying, yeah, my kid was out of line. Kids do stuff. I apologize.
The dad's hide nor hair, the dad.
Yeah, this is where you're wrong. That was not the dad filming.
Who was it?
Some random pedophile.
Some guy that just hangs out at the playground filming kids.
All right, look, I'm just getting in the way at this point, aren't I, you two?
Wait, how much was the Luigi GoFundMe up to?
No, we were trying to 900 some. We were
almost $1 million.
We were hoping we could go until it got to $1 million, but I had to put on my propeller hat and get to learning people. Luigi Mangione right now is up to 992, 213.
Holy shit!
Wow.
Carmelo Anthony is up to
be in jail.
Yeah.
Carmelo Anthony 523, 836.
Wow, that one's pretty much come to a halt. That one's been around for a while.
I wonder how the rule is. Like, you're not allowed to make money off of your crime. I wonder how that works with the
GoFundMe. You can't do that, but Give, Send, Go. Up until they started banning comments on Carmelo Anthony and Shiloh's Give, Send, Goes, they were like the freest platform because they're like, oh yeah, you could do whatever on here.
Oh,
it's a prayer thing. It's like this would be like a religious one. Where it's like we're not. It's like right leaning. Hello?
What?
Did you? No, is that a robot?
I was letting you guys. I did what you want me. You want me to talk? You guys were. You're up to.
Gino's up.
Nigger. I thought it was Thursday.
Oh yeah, no show this Thursday. No hockey show.
Okay, I'm doing a show with, speaking of which, Sherrod Small and several others.
Nice.
Oh yeah, well, I'm doing a show with Sherrod Big.
Boo. I'm in prison with a guy named Blue.
Shit pipe?
That gives him 2 weeks to find a way to fuck up his escape. That gives him 2 weeks to fucking or who knows, maybe in 2 weeks Boltman will be like, it really worked out with the parents. They really took a liking to me. A 15-year-old with a life sentence in a Canadian prison.
Yeah, I think things were going well.
All right. Well, let me go. I don't want to. If Gino stabs an N in the chest and calls a 10-year-old an N-word, does he get $1 million? See, these people get me. I mean, honest to God, I can't get over. Like, I'm gonna say everything's about me. I was right about everything. I was right.
You were right
It's
about
like-
you being gay. Got him. Mike Oxlong wanted to just chime in. Mike Oxlong says, I was arrested for Good Samaritan law, where you are required bystanders to assist in a situation where someone was in danger. I was making fun of a fat guy who was getting carjacked. You're the guy who was making fun of John Panette while he was getting carjacked? How?
Wow.
Well, you deserved
Yeah.
to end your series that way, Mike Oxlong. You deserved every second of ending your series that way. It was the worst fucking last episode of any show.
Wasn't
I mean, it's
really
not that bad,
It was just
but there's no way to end that show.
no. And it was, it was more just like we were hoping for the bet or what, like one of those classic episodes where it's like all these scenarios that come together, and it was like, it didn't really. But it was a good way
Something
to
wild.
end it.
Like, Kramer's raping a dog! No, Kramer!
But it brought in all the people from the show, or from earlier, and the storyline was kind of lame, but it
I
made sense.
got the idea.
It wasn't like out of character for the show. It wasn't,
It was a little.
But they just didn't care about anyone else, and they got fucked over for that. Yeah.
I was fucked over. But Mike Oxlong, you deserved what you got there.
Mhm.
You shouldn't have watched that fat guy getting mugged.
I forgot it was John Panette.
It was absolutely big fat fucking John Panette.
You
Rest
been
in
here
peace.
for an hour. You go now.
Rest in peace. That's a good bit. Well, anywho, back to business. We were talking business here.
Oh yeah.
Gina Biscani. We was talking about this lady who.
Yeah, I'm trying to figure it out. So the signs aren't in English. The food signs.
This guy's wearing sandals. They're
Yeah.
in China.
Black nigger. Go back to your country.
All right, we get it. We listened to this before. I think everyone's confused. She's not being racist. She's singing karaoke to this woman.
NWA karaoke.
No.
Oh.
It's an Asian song.
Oh,
I think we've played it
really okay. I forget.
a long time ago on the Garrett and Steves of yore.
去吧，你就得想着，既然没办法，还恨他干嘛？还管他干嘛？心里要记得，你是那个阳光彩虹小白马。
I get this out of your fucking head. In 5 minutes.
我是那阳光彩虹小白马，滴滴答滴滴答，滴滴答滴答滴滴答滴答滴滴答滴。
That's all it is. It was a misunderstanding.
She thought she was the singer of that song.
That's all it was. She was singing. Just a simple misunderstanding. Lost in translation moment there.
Uh-huh.
This poor woman of color thought she was being racismed against. All this Asian woman was doing
Was being a fan.
singing her favorite Chinese pop
Yeah.
song. And telling her, want some watermelon, go back to your country. My white boyfriend is your master. Those parts, I think, were on purpose and extremely racist. But the N-word part wasn't.
Yeah.
And that is all that really matters. That's, that's if you say the bad word, that's bad.
Yeah.
You could say all kinds of other stuff. That's fine.
Yeah, that's fine.
Totally fine. She's Chinese.
Uh-huh.
She played jokes. Not a big deal.
I can't figure it out. Okay. Maybe they're in like a Chinatown or something.
A China town kind of place. Maybe it's like Chinatown.
Because if she was in China, she wouldn't have a white boyfriend. Really? like very rarely. You know what I'm saying? And also, if they were in China,
You make an interesting point.
why would there just be a black woman hanging out by herself? That too. It has to be in some sort of Chinatown.
Chinese town.
That's why there's like the lettering on the food is in Chinese, but
It's been in my head for days. I heard her sing that little chunk of song, and I was like, "Oh my god, I've heard that before." I had to look it up. I had to look up the N-word song.
Is that how you look it up? Yeah,
Comes right up. Comes right up. I found it, and I was like, "This is it."
Well, there was
China's not racist, though.
There's one more
let's
thing.
Be clear.
Okay, good.
Let's be clear. China's not racist. I know. I saw the look in your eye.
Yeah,
I said
I thought
before that they
were
weren't.
be.
Now, this is just. Oh, hold on. Nothing's coming up. Wow, StreamYard's giving me the fucking beeswax today. Holy fucking guacamole. Let's try again. This is just a museum in Beijing. What are you laughing at? I didn't explain what it is yet.
Just the pictures of the similarities.
But here's just a museum in Beijing. It's like an anthropology museum.
Okay.
It's kind
like
of
how, because humans came from apes.
I don't think that's what the idea here is.
No?
I think it's making a similar comparison, but I don't think that's exactly what they're saying here. But China's not racist. Let's be clear. They can't be.
Okay.
They're not in a position of white supremacy, white power, systemic racism.
Good point.
But this is just quick. Yeah, that's. I don't know what point they're trying to make here. I'll be honest. I kind of don't get it.
You don't get it.
I don't really get what the big idea is here. But this is just. Look, that one's a lion.
See? That's fair.
A different kind of monkey.
Okay. So, yeah.
They trick you.
Picked out a select few that happened to be.
That one has a monkey over there again.
Okay.
But that's, that's fine.
Uh-huh.
They're just.
Maybe it's by an African artist, and those are the
definitely
those are the animals in their safari or their national park or whatever.
It's not racism.
No,
to be very clear.
And they should have flipped that gorilla picture around so it was the same angle as that screaming black lady.
Mm-hmm.
Anyway,
putting the pictures of them next to animals meant nothing. It was just look at the heart of a lion. The integrity of one of those weird looking monkeys, and the ferocity of a gorilla. These are aspects I love to be described in these ways.
Yeah,
that's all that was. It was comparisons.
Exactly. It was just like, look, we're all the same.
America,
you think
super
humans
racist.
are above animals? They're not. We all look the same. We all have the same kind of expressions and composures and reactions.
America. Not racist. America's super racist. China not. China very
no.
China very no racist.
There's no black people there to be racist against. They're not racist.
No, there's not. The second, oh God, no, we're not playing that. Never mind that. That's an Indian woman singing a song with the N-word in it. There's the bus. We get the point.
I like how you have this whole file on Chinese racism. Wow, this is great.
It for some reason came up over the weekend repeatedly in my timeline. I'm like, why are people posting these things? I don't get it. I got it. It was the N-word heard around the world by Shiloh Hendricks. I honestly cannot believe, like, how retarded is all of this?
So retarded.
It's
a freaking park in Minnesota that
National
three people
news.
were at. for no reason. Yeah, now it's just the biggest.
But they were acting like children. Like the guy filming was like, "Oh, you could get in trouble. You said that word," and the woman was like, "Yeah, I don't care." Everybody was being a little kid, except for the little kid who was just sitting there like, "The fuck is going on? Why can't I just play at the park?"
That's what I was gonna ask. Like, if you get into a confrontation at a park with Charlie, are you like ballsy like that? Are you flipping people off in front of your kid and calling them the word? Like, would you do that, or depends on the situation?
Entirely depends on the situation. If it seems like a dangerous situation, I'm just getting out of there. I'm not saying anything to anyone. I'm not talking. We're leaving. If it's like one punk ass piece of shit is giving me shit like that, yeah, I'd probably lose my shit
in front of your kid.
I don't know if I'd go all N-word crazy, but yeah, in front of Charlie. I don't want to teach him like, hey, every time someone fucks with you, run away. Like sometimes you should stand up for yourself and tell the other person to fuck off.
True. No,
like
again,
right.
but I just didn't know if like you would be timid about doing it in front of Charlie just because like it could scare the kid. It could get him, you know, like
that's why I would opt for the most part, just get out of there.
Yeah.
Just leave, whatever the fuck. Unless again, it's like I don't know, similar situation. Someone's stealing Charlie's stuff, and I'm like, hey, stop doing that. And the adult gives me shit. I'm like, hey, you and your little thief piece of shit, fuck off.
You're right. Yeah, someone.
Then I'm teaching my kid, oh, these people are like asshole bullies, but we should just cower away and run. If there's 10 of them, if there's a group of people that are about to beat the shit out of me, that's a little different. Then we are gonna get the fuck out of there. But if it's, you know, one other guy and he's being a dickhead, you fucking stand up. You say, fuck off.
Mm-hmm. Or you could do what that one black woman did, grab her child by the feet and swing them at the people trying to attack you. That could always work.
Charlie's he's kind of heavy.
He's got a fucking hard head too. He takes lumps all the time and it's ticking the next day.
I could probably whip him around pretty good.
Now, what was the incident? I don't think Charlie was with you though. Maybe it was like you were walking the dog and some guy confronted you.
Oh, Charlie was with me.
He was?
Yes.
Oh, that's right. And
this was like a year ago now, because Charlie was in his stroller and like a baby. He wasn't like he is now where he repeats stuff. I was just taking him outside because I had to walk the dog. And I was like, all right, we'll go for a nice little like summertime walk. Me and my young baby and the dog. And, you know, it's a nice walk. And yeah, like Edie took a shit, not on the guy's lawn, on the curb in front of some dude's house. And just, he tells me like, oh, why don't you walk across the street? And I'm so stupid. I thought he was being like nice and saying like, oh, there's shade over there or something.
Oh,
with the baby. Like, because the way his tone wasn't like, hey, why don't you walk? It was, why don't you walk across the street? Like kind of monotone, blank.
Yeah.
And I was like, oh no, I don't feel like going over there. There's more bugs over there and shit. And then like just like half under his breath, he's like, oh, get the fuck out of here. He said something like that. Now I can't remember what the fuck he said. I gotta watch it now, a video of me telling this story a year ago. But he said something shitty as I'm walking away, like, oh, get the fuck out of here. Go the fuck across the street. And I stopped dead in my tracks. I was already past him at this point. I stopped dead in my tracks and turned around. I said, what did you say? What did you say? Because even in front of my infant son was not going to be talked to that. That's not, I don't, that doesn't fly.
I hear you.
And then, he's like, why you got to walk all this? How about I bring my dog to your house? And I was like, go. I was like, bring your dog to my fucking house. I fucking dare you. And now we're having a screaming match.
Stupidest argument. Why don't I bring my dog to your house? Okay, buddy. Why do you do that?
He said it, but the way he said it was like supposed to be threatening. I took it as he meant it. And I was like, yeah, bring your fucking dog to my house. I fucking dare you. Come to my fucking house. I was just like, I'll fuck you up.
Have you seen him since?
Nope.
No. Darn.
I walk my dog over there all the time too, and I never see him anymore.
Telling her shit on his lawn every time.
I don't tell her to, but I hope.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I would think about it. Yeah, constantly.
I should leave some logs out there.
Yeah.
Some dog sausages on his lawn.
Just save some of Charlie's type of shit.
Oh God, yeah.
Leave him on his lawn.
Some fucking boulders that comes out of that boy, and give him a nice baby treat. But no, yeah, I guess I would fly off the handle pretty easy. But fuck you. I don't know what like people expect. If someone's not being aggressive towards you and you open up that door, well, here we are. Do you want to fight? Let's fight.
Yeah, I mean, I could kind of understand. I could definitely understand if the eating shit on his lawn and you just walked away without even picking it up. Then I totally get it. But yeah,
I picked up the poo. It's not an issue. Yeah, I didn't deserve the way I was spoken to. I doled it back twice as hard and aggressive. I was fucking screaming at this guy, and he was just like slowly shuffling.
That guy had you screaming?
That he asked me. Hey, my dog took a shit on his lawn. And he was like, "How was the experience?" I was like, "Well, I bet that guy got me screaming." Yeah, he had me screaming.
Did you have other examples of Chinese?
I had plenty, but there's, we don't have to watch all these.
All right.
I had another example of, here's just 4 videos of people that are upset over the whole incident.
The Shiloh incident?
Yeah. They're unhappy.
Is Shiloh a woman's name?
It's a dog's name.
Yeah.
It's Shiloh the dog. That's the only one I know. But I guess, and she's got Hendrix is spelled cool with an X.
Oh,
and
nice.
not a CKS. There's like
Jimmy.
Yeah. Shiloh. But here's some people that could they're a little upset.
You guys are really assholes. The fact that you guys have raised $500,000 for the racist trash that was calling a little black kid the N-word at the park multiple times is beyond me. Literally, you guys raised $500,000 for that bimbo. This is why I don't trust you guys. Here's some icing on the cake. You should go look at the comments underneath those donations. You guys are really assholes.
Jesus.
For most of it.
Oh, it started over.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
For most of it, I'm like, yeah, he's got a point. It's a little preposterous.
Yeah.
This is where we are.
True. It's what you asked for.
It's what you all asked for. Oh, that's what you all asked for. Now you got it.
We had to live through the summer of George. Now you're getting it back.
Now you're getting Shiloh's May.
Yeah.
Next up is this woman. We're not watching all 8 minutes of this, but
oh Jesus, okay.
I didn't realize how long this one was.
Situation is literally so like.
This is the whitest black woman in the world, by the way.
Yeah.
She's literally
white
white.
Woman who can.
Who are you calling a white woman? White woman?
The fuck?
Be so blatantly racist in broad daylight at a park towards a little child, a little kid. Be so blatantly racist and double down stand on that when confronted about it, saying, well, if he's acting like one, then he is one. I don't understand how white people tears results in actual reward. Like, I don't even know what else you could call it. I don't even think privilege does it justice. How is someone who literally did
this girl's white?
Understatement.
Yeah.
How is she being
definitely
rewarded?
She's 3/4 white, right?
Identity leaked. She said her social security was leaked, whatever. Because you did something wrong. People want to know who you are. Guess what? When you do things online, they have real life consequences. You want to act like that, you can stand by it. If that's the person that you are, what's wrong with it being known? What's wrong with it being attached to your name? Okay, well, she was so scared because now she's a victim. She's so scared that her family's going to be found or something's going to happen. Her consequences are going to catch up to her. So she makes not a GoFundMe. She made a GoFundMe. It keeps getting taken down because of course it does. That's insane. But then she goes to this bootleg Gibson Go website, whatever. Basically,
she's like doing an ad.
Yeah.
And her original ask
she's doing an ad for Shiloh.
Here, it was raised to $1 million because guess what? Her original goal was 250,000, and she you can see
the thing was like there was no video of her calling the kid the word. The only way
she just said she did.
That's the thing. The only reason why people assume she's guilty, which obviously seems like she is, but she just like, yeah, I did, and then
guilty of a crime of being a jerk.
Not guilty of but like guilty of doing what the guy said she did.
I don't know how true this was, but multiple tweets I saw was that the Minnesota Police Department was looking into filing hate crime charges.
Oh my God, the hate crime things. We're getting rid of affirmative action. When can we get rid of hate crimes? It's the stupidest thing. Like every crime's a hate crime, but it's dumb. Like, I don't get the whole point.
Crime is a crime.
Yeah.
The reasoning behind it should mean nothing. Like whether you hate someone you kill or you kill them because someone paid you money to do it means nothing.
Or
did you kill someone? Yes. That's the crime. That's what you get punished for. This other shit all means nothing.
If a white guy runs into my car and hits me and I'm angry at him, I hate him, and I kill him, is that a hate crime? Like, what's the difference? Yeah, it's just hate's hate. He just hate.
More manipulative bullshit.
Mm-hmm.
Do we want to listen more to this dingbat? Yeah,
dumb.
let's just go to the next.
So
Here you go.
What the fuck?
So this black lesbian cowboy has something to say about this whole here situation. I ain't too happy about it. Makes me upset when white people get all money for saying N-words. Makes me very upset.
Ms. T.
Ms. T.
Look, Jesus.
Those are some pretty nifty chains.
Yeah.
I'm very upset that the white lady got the money for the bad words.
So you mean to tell me that woman is going viral for calling a little black boy and she's got a GoFundMe.
And
people are actually
wait a minute, was she doing the Blazing Saddles joke? You know, this man is a nip. Sorry, I didn't mean to talk. I was meant to talk to the other guy. Do you know that this man is a nip? She did the nip.
And she's got a GoFundMe. And people are actually praising her for calling that little boy, black boy, a But are we really surprised? Like, what the fuck?
Actually,
I
yes.
am so glad.
I'm actually pretty surprised. Usually when white people or any Chinese people do something like this on camera, they get hung out to dry and they just die by this.
Uh-huh.
You
They
remember
get railroaded, they just have to move somewhere and change their name.
Move. Do you remember the video from years ago? The NFZ? The N-word,
yeah. Oh my
Asian,
God.
The Asian guy that said this is
classic.
This is an N-word free zone. Means no N-words.
And then lasers shoot out of his eyes.
Yes. That guy got brought up on hate crime charges. He got,
just for that video?
Just for that video. Had people threatening his life, doxing him, all that shit. But he had to go to court. So he had to pay a legal team. He had to pay legal fees. He had to pay all this fucking money. He got found not guilty because, again, saying really mean things with bad words, and it sure does hurt feelings, but that's not against the law.
Yeah.
It's just like, probably bad for your public image if you're telling people
he didn't seem to care.
You're in the NFC. But yeah, he obviously was an older guy, didn't give a shit. But like nobody's fucking gave him money. Nobody set up a give, send, go for him to pay. He had to out of pocket pay all these legal fees, probably thousands of fucking dollars, because he was mean to someone. And people like this are like, well, yeah, that's what happens. Stand on business. If you're going to say that stuff, then you got to stand by. It's like, fine, but that's insane. And eventually everything switches back and forth. The pendulum swings back and forth. So I hope you remember saying that when Trump 2 comes into office, whoever mega super duper Trump is in like 10 years, and he enacts like black people can't say shit now laws. You have to go to court because you were mean to a white guy. Like, can you fucking fathom that? You call a white guy a honky crack ass bitch mayo monkey, and you have to go to court because you said that? Like, it's beyond reason. So why? I understand N-word. Oh yeah, of the history of the.
Oh my God,
we get it.
What is anyone even now alive attached to slavery at all?
No.
Right? Maybe there's some grandmas alive.
No.
Nah.
No, it's more of the the oppression after that and the whatever.
Because it was like 1860, but then you could be like a grandma that had a father or something that maybe
there's people alive that live through racism. Totally. It's real life. But this we're seeing like let's fucking ruin lives over bad words. No,
Yeah.
we don't want to do that anymore.
No.
That's kind of society seems to be done with it.
Now you
comparing it and saying it's like worse than murder is what is really driving people insane.
Now you get a better life for saying it.
Well, that's actually
what a bonus.
That's kind of. I don't know if that's how it should be either. I don't know about that, but this is things when they flip, they always go extreme the other fucking way.
Yeah.
So it's like just if everyone could just kind of be normal, nothing bad. Well, who knows?
Yeah, that'll never happen.
Who knows? I want to hear the rest of this cowboy.
All my black
Cow down.
life, God ain't never placed me in those type of situations. Y'all have got to go to her GoFundMe and read the comments. Read the
I
comments.
just got you to go read them.
I wish.
And the man that was recording, he asked her to say it again. Lord, she said it multiple times. I could never be around and hear no shit like that. I would have treated that little boy like he was my nephew. And on that day, she would have always remembered. She wouldn't be able to forget.
Ooh. Wow, she's a tough cowboy.
Yeah. She be spitting out teeth into a spittoon after I was done wrestling with her. She wouldn't be
you guys really
saying those bad words again. That's for dang sure. I'd have make sure of it. I would have told her, hey, you, this town ain't big enough for two sets of people saying that word.
Don't make me call the sheriff.
Get along, little doggy. I'm going to call the sheriff on you. I'm going to call the sheriff. Here's the last guy. He's got some more to say.
Are you guys really surprised about the situation with the lady named Shiloh?
No.
And what she said to
Actually,
the
not surprised at all.
5-year-old African-American child? I'm not surprised at all. And here's why. In private, they say these things all the time.
True.
Ones that you wouldn't even think.
True.
They sit up and they talk this type of talk amongst themselves in private. The ones that you wouldn't even think. She got a $1 million campaign going on, which she's collected over $400,000 of it.
$680.
God damn.
So that tells you that people are supporting this type of behavior. They're supporting this type of rhetoric. And the current administration, they've emboldened these people to bring it all out now. It's
Trump.
already been there. They just emboldened them to bring it out more. Just be flamboyant with it. So, no, I'm not surprised. You just got to know who they are. And it's not hard to figure out. So, don't be surprised at it. It's terrible,
but how?
don't be surprised at it.
How inevitable it was shit like this? Because how many years of white man bad? How many years of white fragility, systemic racism, all this shit shoved in people's faces who, don't have a lot of money. How long was that going to last before everyone was like, I not only do I not give a shit, jigaboo.
Like he kind of has a point. Like, not that Trump directly created this situation, but like very indirectly, just where it's like, no, you can stand up to whoever it is and give it back. We're constantly been oppressed. I hate to use that word, but it's just like,
I don't know about oppressed, but
we have though. Like,
being told that, you're the bad guy.
You're the bad guy. You can't do this. Everyone else gets, into college before you, all that type of stuff.
Stuff that you didn't do personally, that people of your skin tone generations ago are responsible for, is on your head, and you should be treated poorly because of it. I don't know how that was ever going to last, because all it takes is everybody born after a certain year going, but I didn't fucking do anything. And then you read enough news and you see who's always in the news, and you're like, well.
No, but that's just media bias.
Well, totally.
Because
totally.
The bias is always completely left wing all the time.
Yeah.
Every other place, but this one thing, they just love to stick it to the blacks.
Joggers. But, me and you aren't going to solve racial tensions in America anytime soon. We may stoke them, but I don't think we're going to solve them.
Well, there was one other racial tension thing this weekend too.
Really?
With the founder of Barstool Sports, Dave Portnoy.
There sure was. I saw Not the thing you were watching before, but I saw some other thing, and I was
the second link is the video.
Is the original video.
The original
Okay.
video. So they had Barstool Sports had a live show, a get together, something
at a club.
At a club, yeah.
Yeah. They were calling it the Barstool, at his Barstool Sports event in Philadelphia.
Yeah.
So yeah, it was an event in a like a dance club.
Now I heard of this story first, and it said the guy had "fuck the Jews" sign. I was like, what is it? He just brought like a little piece of paper, wrote "fuck the Jews" on.
No.
He had a full not Chiron, whatever the movie board is.
This thing.
Yeah. You put the actual letters.
It's a big light up board that they, where you get a table in a club and you get bottle service. They'll bring out, I guess, a big billboard sign.
Oh, is that really? That's what it is?
I'm pretty sure. Yeah, that's how these guys got this done, because that's like a woman who works at the club bringing it over.
Oh, wait, I didn't even put that together.
Yeah, watch. People don't want to be in this video.
What's the process to be? You order bottle service and you get the right whatever you want on the time.
Now I don't know.
No shit.
Now I'm not sure, because actually this says like Barstool Philly on the sign. I didn't get a clear shot of it. Yeah, there's Barstool on it. So maybe this is like a separate thing where people just grabbed like promotional things that they were giving out. I'm not sure. But yeah, if you get bottle service in a club, they'll bring the bottles over with sparklers coming out of it. And it's the big like novelty size bottles that they're hundreds of dollars to get one bottle.
Of like absolute vodka or whatever it is. Yeah.
And they sometimes they'll bring a sign over like that if it's like someone's birthday or whatever. And it'd be like, happy birthday, Josh. And they got the sparklers going, they got all that shit, and the sign, happy birthday. But this one, I'm not sure if that's even what that is. This is just a giant light up sign that says "fuck the Jews" on it, that is being danced around with by a blonde chick in a club.
So maybe that's what it is. Maybe they ordered some sort of bottle service and they were like, you want something written on the sign? And as a joke, they just wrote, fuck the Jews.
Maybe not a joke. Maybe they're huge Palestine friends.
Maybe.
Like the big Palestine guys. Mm-hmm. Either way, this looks like a prank. Like this.
Yes.
This looks like, so now we have the woman at the park saying the N-word, and we have this "fuck the Jews" sign prank that are national news. And we're just at the point where high school level shenanigans and hijinks are national news. And David Portnoy is giving fucking like heartfelt, like somber speech about how this made him feel bad. And it's like, it's a prank from a bunch of dickheads fucking like
to a dickhead network. Like,
yeah, you're Mr. Dickhead.
Yeah. Yeah, they're supposed to just be about joking and having fun and being one of the guys or whatever. And this kind of is being one of the guys that you normally would do in the office or whatever.
Listen,
not
you could
out
look
loud.
at that and be like, hey, fuck you. But what we're going to watch next is Dave Portnoy's somber, heartfelt reply to that awful sign, the Yetzer Hara sign.
I can't believe it.
Those young men fell for a real Yetzer Hara trap when they put "fuck the Jews" on that light up board. You cannot write "fuck Jews." They need to go late Teflon with Shai Groucher and knock on mine horn.
There he is.
They need to repent.
I hate the Jews.
Fuck them. I hate the phone. But yeah, we have. I didn't even see this. You were listening to it before, and I was just like, "Please tell me you're saving that for the show," because it sounded just so annoying. And this guy,
not the fun guy like he always seems to be.
Do you like David Portnoy?
I have no real opinion.
Very
on
indifferent.
Him. Same. Like I don't mind him. He really hasn't done anything that I thought was douchey or corny or besides. Even there's like one bite pizza reviews. That's fine. It seems like help out pizza places. I have no problem with that.
He's wearing a Taylor Swift shirt.
Oh shit! Nice.
You have a Taylor Swift shirt.
I do.
Maybe actually he's your best friend.
Maybe. I wish.
Maybe. Yeah, I wish. That'd be nice.
How is he so rich too? That's what
Barstool's like a giant now podcast company that he sold for millions of dollars.
And then he bought it back for $1.
Something like that. I just know he made a lot of money.
Oh, wow! Good for him.
Yeah.
Or I wonder if
I wish he was your best friend.
I
Maybe
wonder
we,
if it's the,
maybe we get some cash dollars from the Port Boy. After this coverage, he'll definitely hire us. But anyway, let's listen to his idea on how to deal with these dastardly 20-year-olds and their what they call a prank, but what I call a hate crime, a anti-Semitic hate crime.
All right, real quick update on the "Fuck the Jews" sign that was at my bar in Philadelphia yesterday. 2 hours ago, he literally could have cooked an egg on my head. That's how much steam and heat I had come out of my.
Cooked an egg on his head?
What is he?
You ever been so angry at something you cook an egg on your head?
I don't think so. I've never heard that expression before.
Never egghead?
I've heard of the steam coming out of your ears.
Yeah.
But I didn't know your forehead got hot too. I'd have to put like the egg over my ear steam, kind of poach it.
If someone went to a club and wrote a "fuck Garrett Andritz" sign, would you be so angry that eggs would boil on your head?
Or fuck the Polish or whatever Germans or whatever.
Any detail about you.
Yeah.
Fuck Garrett's fish Taylor Swift obsession.
Especially if it's at your party, at your bar. It's obviously someone just trying to
fuck with
you.
Yeah.
Like you have a huge podcast network. You have a bar. You have a party that's packed with people. You can't take a little ribbing. The second, that crosses the line.
Yeah, fuck the Jews.
You had a whole sign.
That
made
can't
up.
be a joke. That's so bad.
Like if it was someone that was secretly holding some like "fuck the Jews" sign or whatever. But no, this was a big thing. It was like obviously a joke. It was
because
the production behind it.
It's not like, hey, people are gonna see this and they're gonna get our message, man. It was, walk up and put the sign up. Holy shit! Holy shit! Just walk around with the sign. Oh my god! And they're giggling their little fucking balls out. Like they're obviously just being dicks. I don't think they're trying to spread like help win the war in Palestine for the Palestinians because. Or they're like trying to get the Jews all killed.
Yeah.
I think it's just what it looks like, which is them being dicks.
That was my first thought. It was like, like Palestinian protesters broke into the party and they were holding up a "fuck the Jews" sign. But no, it was.
There's, they say there's a genocide happening out there. There's babies and women getting killed. And that's the fucking big step they take to get
a Barstool party.
Yeah, to go to a Barstool party where "fuck the Jews" on a light up sign. They're taking back the Gaza Strip. But anyway, let's hear more of David's suggestion on how to fix all this.
My ears. And the more I thought about it, it's like these are young fucking morons who did this. They're drunk. It's like, you really want to ruin somebody's life? And let me be honest. I don't know what's going on in the world. I do, the Middle East, obviously, but I've been doing Barstool for 20 years.
Middle East is going
I've had
on.
more hate, more anti-Semitism in the last year and a half than I've ever had doing it. And whether people, it's like Kanye, the UFC guy, it's like mainstream lunatics. And I'm not talking about politics or what's going on in the Middle East, just hating groups of
People
people.
have been dragged.
You hate my parents, you hate my grandparents, shit like that. It's crazy. So, yeah, my initial reaction was like, I'm going to fucking burn these people to the ground, their families, everything. And it's like, you know what? Maybe that's not the best course of action.
Why is that your reaction at all?
Why?
They wrote a nasty thing. It was basically a comment from Twitter on a light up board. And you're just like, automatic response. I'm just going to burn them to the ground. His words. I'm going to ruin their lives, their families' lives.
I have the power.
Their parents fired from their job. I'm going to ruin everyone's life. I have the power. I have the connections to do that. But because I'm Saint Portnoy, I won't do my first instinct. What that tells me. That shouldn't be your first instinct. Like, fuck off.
Or never bring it up. And barely anyone would have seen that video.
Soft bitch.
Yeah.
Like, oh, you say something about my people that I tend to. If I think it's too mean, I'm gonna ruin your whole fucking life. Shut up,
Bobo Jew.
Bobo. I like the Mets. I want to talk about it. Drink a beer. I'm gonna. You say fuck the Jews. I say I'm gonna get your parents thrown in jail. Anyway,
maybe I can use this as a teaching moment.
Yeah.
And like before, people just are like fuck the Jews or any group and the hate.
Why you keep saying it? What is it funny to say? Why you keep saying it? If it's so fucking madly offensive, wouldn't saying it make you shudder? Why you keep saying, "Oh, fuck the Jews"? He's saying it like he knows it's funny.
Yeah, if it was so hard to say, how you're saying it pretty easily.
Yeah, it would be like another N word. He'd have to say, "Oh, the F the J sign." I can't even say it. Can't even say the words. I have to just say the letters because if I say the words, I might cry. If they put their F the J sign up, and I decided to ruin their lives, but maybe this could be a teaching moment.
Try to like turn a hideous incident into maybe a learning experience, as cliche and very unlike me. But I talked to both the culprits who I know are super involved in it, talk to the families. I'm sending these kids to Auschwitz. They've agreed to go. That's, of course, the Holocaust.
Oh, my God.
So that's an equal punishment. He's sending these kids to a concentration camp where they're going to work and then get murdered.
On a vacation.
No, he's sending them to, they're reopening Auschwitz. These two kids are going to be the first customers. They're going to be working their ass off, starving to death, and then they're going to gas them.
I hope when they get there, they're like, wait, there's like 3 gas chambers?
Oh, my God.
How long would it take to gas all these people?
That would be...
They came to some realization.
If this backfired... And these kids they come back from Auschwitz and they're spouting more anti-Jewish rhetoric than ever. Dave Portnoy's really going to ruin their parents' lives. Yeah, they're just...
I went to a concentration camp for my honeymoon. Fun time. But, it wasn't horrendous.
Were you sent there because you were at a club?
Yes.
You were at in the honeymoon suite in the martini glass hot tub, and you wrote "fuck the Jews" in bubbles, and the fucking cleaning woman saw it.
Yeah.
And now you're in a concentration camp. Funny how that works.
Yeah, it was it was a little packed. There were 6 or 7 people to a tiny room, but it's not bad. They still had their stuff next to them, and
I don't think they got to keep their stuff.
Well, no,
the Germans piled all their shoes and glasses and stuff in these comedically huge piles because they were jokesters. Look at all the Jews. No, not Jews. Jewish shoes. The Jews we have in this room. It's just the Jewish shoe room. Dankeschön. But yeah, it could be worse.
Mm-hmm.
Getting worked to death and killed.
Imagine if they go to Auschwitz and take like a smiling selfie like some of the people have, and they get rolled for that too.
Bring one of those graffiti markers and write write F the J's.
The J's kid was here.
F the J's kid was here. Dave Portnoy is really, he was boiling an egg on his forehead before. Oh my God. He's going to cook a whole pizza.
How do you not do that after this? Just like make it worse.
Go down in history as the funniest guy in the world. I don't know. I don't know how you don't go. How you just don't let. Because by the way, why would you go? What's the consequence? Dave Portnoy's like, I'm sending you to Auschwitz. No.
It sounds like he
Well, then I'm gonna sue. Like, what is he gonna? He's gonna dox the kid's family and like sick every Barstool fan on them.
It seems like he got in contact with their parents.
20. They're adults.
Yeah, that's what I don't get. What's going on?
Like they're kids because they're young adults.
Yeah.
They're college morons. But
yeah.
They're over 18. They could do whatever they want. Like this whole thing, it's just more nonsense if you ask me. But let's hear more of Dave Portnoy.
Yeah.
Concentration camps. Been in touch with the Crafts who run the anti-hate group. We're going to send these kids to Auschwitz, and they're going to do a tour of the concentration camps in Germany.
Oh, God.
And hopefully learn something. and maybe like
hold on.
their lives aren't ruined and they
Auschwitz isn't in Germany.
Poland.
Yeah. There's no concentration camps is there
In Germany there are.
I guess.
Yeah.
But Auschwitz isn't. Like what I don't know if there are. I guess there has to be.
Yeah.
The one it wasn't in Germany either.
No, they're definitely pretty sure there was.
Wouldn't
They invented
the
it.
most famous one be in Germany then?
It
Like,
is.
wouldn't that be the biggest one?
Yeah, it's Hitler's Six Flags. Six Flags over Mein Kampf. It was a concentration theme park. The Germans would go on roller coasters, but all the Jewish guys were pushing the roller coasters.
They were the tracks.
They were the tracks. They were the workers. They had to move the carousel up and down by hand. It was torture for some, but a great fun time for the family for others.
And cheap labor.
That's why it was so disturbing and one of the worst things ever happened in human history.
You try to pop a Jew's eye with a dart as they stand against the wall. Jews holding like a little basket out. He's trying to shoot threes in it.
Yeah, the
Good
ring
time.
toss is onto noses. We get it. But yeah, I think he not know so much what he talking about, but that's fine.
Yeah.
This whole thing is a little misguided. Here's how you deal with someone pranking you in your club and saying bad words. Ugh, whatever.
Oh, fuck. Yeah.
Fucking idiots. What am I gonna do?
Oh, but
Let's not make
you got me in my club at my bar.
Let's not make this thing go extra super viral by having me put out a big 3-minute response to it.
Yeah.
Oh, never mind. Let's just do that.
Germany and hopefully learn something and maybe like their lives aren't ruined and they think twice, and more importantly, other people like see it's not just like words you're throwing around.
Mm-hmm.
So to me, that's a fair outcome of this event. The two waitresses who worked at our place fired. One of them so dumb, Kelly, just the dumbest human I've ever talked to. And I don't know if she thought she was making a political statement, but it was basically her alone, didn't go to a manager, kind of forced another girl to do it. She should have said no, but the other girl put up a fight. Those two girls are fired, but more importantly, the people who ordered these signs, they have agreed, I'm going to pay for it. We're going to send them to Germany, to Auschwitz, and learn a little bit about history and hopefully, get educated and use this as a teaching moment, not just for them, but maybe for everybody. So that's where we're at. So for everyone like who wants these kids' lives to be ruined.
Like you?
We're not going to ruin their lives. We're just going to ruin the waitresses' lives who really had nothing to do with it. They just got told to put a sign out.
I think if you're this butthurt about the whole thing, you should fire them. Or else, like, what is this double standard?
But then don't send these kids on a trip.
No, he's fucking scorched earth,
like his
motherfuckers.
punishment or
You
something.
wrote bad Jew word. Everyone's in trouble. Principal Portnoy is fucking tanning hides out here. You're fired. You're fired. You're going to fucking Jew hell.
I guess
how you
that's
deal
how it
with
works. Yeah. Good for him.
I paused it. His Ola. Wow.
Like who wants these kids' lives to be ruined? I think you can lay off, and I think there's a fair fucking trade.
The people that want the kids' lives ruined should fuck off.
Yeah, that's the thing.
They should go suck a big cock. And you should fuck off too.
But like, why fire the waitresses? Just tell them, like, don't do that again. Okay, I won't. It's not like she's gonna do it again.
If guys want to put bad words on there, just make sure they're not N, J, or F.
Other than that, we're good.
And F by F, I mean FAGGOT.
Yeah.
Fuck is fine.
Uh-huh.
You can write happy fucking birthday on there. We're a cool bar.
Yeah.
This is a cool Barstool bar. We do cool stuff like say fuck. Say, oh, that guy just hit a fucking home run.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, I can't believe he scored a fucking touchdown.
Oh, fucking field goal. That fucking field goal was the shit. This is Barstool. We're our fucking cool sports.
Put that on the sign.
Fuck
That's
the
fine.
Jews. No, not that. Don't say that.
Oh,
We're cool sports, though. Cool ass fucking Yeah.
Yeah. Except for
Well-
one rule. We have one rule. That's it.
Slapshot, kike. No. No slurs. No, unless it's like honky. That's fine.
Uh-huh.
But like, don't do that.
Oh, that's what we have to do. Get someone go in there and put "fuck the whites" on there and see what happens.
Nothing would happen. No one would care. You could record it, post online. It would get 15 views. Nobody would even sort of give a shit. Fucking.
I am tired of the whole art. But what if it was a white guy? Never.
We already all understand. No one would care. Not a soul.
Good point.
Yeah, is it? But
no.
Who cares? Anyway, thank you, Dave Portnoy, for setting those kids straight. They're gonna totally come back from this going, wow, I love Jews now. I love them so much.
Did you see the poo?
They're gonna write a new sign and it's gonna say "fuck the Jews," but it's gonna say "I wanna" first. I wanna fuck the Jews. I love them so much now. I want to put my cock in them. I want to love Jews.
He's gonna love that one.
Yeah, he's gonna be like, oh well, it worked. Sending these kids to Auschwitz completely turned them around. Now they're on J date, looking for some Semitic girls to crush puss with. But anyway, what were you saying?
Did you see the woman who attacked some other woman's car with poop?
I did. I did see poop attack.
Yeah, that was. I'm not sure what was the impetus for this.
It was road rage.
Road
incident.
rage. Yeah, this woman just. I don't know.
I could read the little news blurb above it and
Okay.
see if it gives us any insight. Pennsylvania woman arrested for launching explosive diarrhea out of her rear end. I guess wait, you need to be very clear about that because I guess there's been cases in the past where someone has diarrheaed into another person's mouth and then that person launched the diarrhea out of their mouth onto the front of a Volkswagen.
But also remember, Gino Bisconte, when he shit in the bag, if it was diarrhea, he could have launched that diarrhea in a bag at someone's car. Yeah.
So you do have to be clear.
You have to be
Sounds
specific.
silly. You have to be very clear about how the diarrhea was launched. Was it direct from hole or was it transferred to a device, container, another person's mouth, and then launched at the car?
Yeah.
So this is direct asshole to front of car. But anyway, Pennsylvania woman arrested for launching explosive diarrhea out of her rear end on another driver's car during a road rage incident. The family of 44-year-old Christina Solometo says there is more to the story than what you see below. Solometo was taken into custody after a road rage incident ended it with feces on a car, according to police. I know it's being joked about a lot. There are all kinds of puns and innuendos online, but bottom line, we are treating it seriously, said Prospect Park Police Chief David Madonna. David Madonna.
Did he do that on purpose?
It's bottom line.
Bottom.
He double butted, yeah. Bottom line. He also said it can't happen in this community. Yeah, no, this is a hard stance on splattering diarrhea directly from your butthole onto someone's hood. No town wants this to happen in their town. Keep saying town, sir.
He will.
The recognition a town gets over this kind of thing is really unwelcome. We don't want this.
In our
town. Lincoln Town Car. How now, Brown Town.
The guy in the Knicks.
Carl Anthony Towns. Born in a small town, a big brown town.
Sucking on a chili dog.
Anthony Cumia says, more to the story than meets the brown eye.
Oh, it's because I was trying to wonder what the other puns the police chief was alluding to. See? The good one.
This driver had a particularly shitty day. The news probably wouldn't say shitty. They'd probably say crappy.
The other driver didn't want to take any crap from her.
N-word. I actually have, before we even show the video, I have a video of the suspect.
Do you? Wow.
Yeah.
Holy shit.
This woman, she was thought to be dead years ago.
Uh-huh.
She was not dead. She lived. And but this was the news story that it came up when she faked her death.
Final goodbyes to this fallen Louisville police officer, D.D. Megadoodoo. I'm sorry, Mangudu.
Megadoodoo.
It's D.D. Megadoodoo. How bad is your eyesight that you see Deidre Megadote as D.D. Megadoodoo? She had to be kidding, right?
Well, a little stutter.
Well, D.D. Megadoodoo is back in the news, and
here she is.
I guess without any further ado, let me just bring up the video of a woman shitting on a car. Oh, what happened? There we go. Let's keep stopping. I like that they get the money shot.
Yeah.
Oh, for real? Yo, she shit for real.
What does that have to do with anything?
Can you tell us what happened?
The lady chased me. She chased me and I asked her not to attack me.
Would you eat that?
I have a sickness.
I have a sickness.
She has those
Yeah, she
crazy
chased me.
eyes.
And I got out and begged her to stop.
Listen to her side.
You ain't got nothing better to do.
Who's outside of the police station heckling her?
Is it? No, this isn't the police station. This
This is it.
She's getting arrested on the scene.
Oh, okay.
Right in front of that Hyundai Sonata's brown fucking hood. Trickled into the grill too. That's never coming out.
Never.
There's gonna be permanent shit crust
my
on that
God.
H in those slats. That car permanently has poop in it.
And when
You power wash that thing. It's not coming out.
when you turn your blowers on inside the car, it's pulling air from that front, right?
Yeah.
It's coming in through there.
Hot stinky poo poo
Oh
air.
my God.
DD Megadoodoo strikes
When you
again.
take it to the car wash, do you even tell them what it is?
I think you scream what it is. I think you fucking
shit on my car.
yeah.
Get it off.
You're hanging your head out the window as you speed and slam on your brakes and pull up and go. There's fucking shit on the hood.
Get it off.
Get the power washer now. You put it through the car wash. You get those big noodle things slapping off the front of it. Fucking just smearing the shit everywhere. You would have to tell them like, no, you got to clean this first. Full rinse down.
Or every other car after.
You're gonna be just smushing poo. Fucking. But I mean, the anus control of this woman.
Oh my God, impressive.
Something to be.
But you didn't get like the real money shot, or
They got the end, yeah,
the
right at
end
the very
result.
end.
But yeah, I wanna
But
see-
did you hear the woman at the end who said, "What'd you eat?" Or the guy said, "What'd you eat?"
No.
Oh, hold on. Let me go back to that because it's very funny.
Can you tell us what happened?
The lady chased me. She chased me and I asked her not to attack me.
She chased you?
I have a sickness.
And you know what? He said, "What'd you eat that day?" So I think this is her getting arrested in front of her house or something because she's wearing a different outfit.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like it seems
Yeah.
different. Like there were people waiting outside, like reporters or something, to question her.
Yeah. It's a different day.
Oh my God.
It's her spraying mud. But yeah, just because Anthony said, reporter asked her what she ate deserves a Pulitzer Prize.
What'd you eat that day?
I have a sickness.
I have a sickness.
Hot sauce. Yeah, no, I could pull that move. If I eat some ice cream and some spicy
You have to
food.
prepare yourself. Though.
Yeah.
You can't just be out driving, getting a road rage incident, and be like, "I'm going."
I'd have to be in the mood. I'd have to have the bubble guts going pretty good. The fact that she just had some fucking pain spray on demand.
Yeah. I mean,
It's impressive.
What would be funnier though if it was just one solid log on the
Yes.
roof?
This is
Or the
impressive.
spray.
This is funny that she's just mudding on the front of the car. But if she fucking like a Play-Doh squeeze factory, just fucking laid a big
one nice tapered poo.
Yeah, a fucking big Jimmy Dean sausage right on the front of that car. It would be so fucking funny. 'Cause then someone like, especially if she lays it like far enough on it that you have to go get it off. It's like it's not just gonna like roll off.
No, just drive fast and hit the brakes or something.
That's what I would do. I wouldn't touch it. But there's just gonna be this fucking this log print on your hood. That'd probably be easier to clean than the diarrhea in the slats, of, on the guts of your car. Now, at least the log print you can just spray off and be done with it. Be a nice new hood ornament.
Good for her, I guess.
Yeah, good for her.
Yeah,
that lady proved her point. It is best outcome for a getting out of your car road rage incident. Worst outcome is the other person gets out of their car with a gun and shoots you in the fucking head. And anything in between where, you get beat up, you get, even someone gets out of the car and is extra mean to you.
I feel like the best outcome would be the driver gets out and gives you like roses or something, or like candies.
No, if I was in a road rage incident, I'd rather shit on someone's hood than have them get out of their car and give me candy. I'm saying best outcome for the woman shitter.
Oh, okay.
For the person who got their car shit on, this was a bad day. This was could it get any worse? They're in a road rage incident, so obviously something else was probably happening to make them angry. So they're in their car and they're fucking.
They were following her.
They followed this woman, so they were clearly like losing their shit. No, I didn't mean that pun.
When you stop, and all of a sudden she walks up to your car, pulls up her dress, and you're like looking over the hood. What is she doing? You just see her ass.
Yeah, you're like, wow, this went a different direction I thought it was going. This lady wants to fuck. Yeah.
How do you not pull out your phone and record that?
Pull out your cock and say, oh, and then once you realize it's poo, and you go, ooh. Damn it. I read this wrong. I thought this was road rage to sex.
It's a little similar to the chili dog video that we used to play on In Hot Water. That was in a car and had a lot of shit in it. Yeah, but
not similar at all. No.
Car and shit.
The chili dog video. Well, yeah, cars and poop. Only similarities. That was like a sexual scat video that we used to play on In Hot Water. That was terrible.
It was.
And peeing and
oh my god,
pooing and then peeing on the poo. The video we're referencing was a porno that we used to play on In Hot Water of all the time.
Some
to
foreign
the song
couple.
Chili Dog by John Mellencamp.
That song, Chili
That was
Dog.
the whole reason we played the video. And in this particular pornography, a guy shits on a woman's head, and it's like it's a lot of poo, a lot of solid poo. And then
she proceeds to rub it in her
there's
face.
basically a chocolate bun cake on her forehead, eyes, and cheeks. It's just sitting there. So the guy's like, all right, well, now it's time to pee on the poo. And he pees on the poo. He's just sitting there getting poo pissed on. We used to show this on a daily basis. Really incredible.
Yeah.
People paid money. Money to listen to Gino talk and for that video to be played. Incredible.
We were in Vegas and we're forced to sing a song about that video.
That's right. We
sucking on a chili dog.
You, Gino, and Aaron.
Yeah.
Vegas karaoke singing the chili dog song because
sucking on a chili dog. Sucking on a chili dog.
Peeing on my poo now. I'm peeing on my poo now. I'm peeing on Asian sumo wrestler with AIDS. If they said the Nigeria word, they would be sent to the museum in Beijing, China. Oh, he's asking about the kids who got sent to Auschwitz.
Oh.
If they had said the N word, they'd be sent to that Beijing museum that we were showing before. That was just a very complimentary museum to people of color. I don't know if that would drill the point home. I think that would be the opposite. They'd probably go to like an NCAA, NAACP
or
museum
a plantation or something
of people of color's success and struggles and
yeah.
you think sent to a plantation.
Right? It's very similar.
Similar to the Auschwitz thing, yeah. Like, here's where the horrors happened. Now you think it. Hey, Shiloh. Now you think it's cool. Now you think it's cool to go to the playground and call a 5-year-old autistic kid the N-word? Look at what they had to do. Manual labor, and the guys who were in charge, to put it lightly, they were kind of jerks.
They had to pick soft cotton off of plants for 3 months a year.
Oh, don't trivialize it. I think it's a little worse than that. I think it was a little worse. Like maybe, it was against
All
their
right,
will.
4 months a year. Maybe.
It was like a little whoosh, whoosh action. They're all pussy whipped. Like Gino.
I mean, don't you think most of them just did it? Because that's what they did. No, I don't feel like
you think
I don't think Roots was really true.
I think they were just lazy and didn't feel like finding works. They were just like, I'm just gonna be a slave. I don't have to go out and
That wasn't even that. It was just
pull
like,
myself up by my bootstraps. I'm just gonna be a slave.
that was the way of the world. It was like, that's what we do.
yeah.
I'm a slave now. Yeah.
Yeah. The way of the world. Back then you could conquer.
Yeah.
Too. You could just go to hey, nobody really knows who lives in this place. You want to go there and rape everyone and kill all the guys and burn the whole place down? You can just go do that. It's like a fun weekend. Why not?
You can.
Different times.
Yeah.
Doesn't mean it was, good or bad. It's just what history was.
Exactly. It wasn't that bad.
I don't know, but you're saying it wasn't that bad. I'm just saying.
No, I got your point. It wasn't
gotta
that
take
bad.
like a neutral stand. No. Like in the lens of like looking back in
it wasn't
history,
that bad.
our standards don't apply because it was a completely different time.
Mhm.
None of what we think
Oh.
matters. It's not how it works.
Oh.
It was that bad, but
but only in our
Superintendent Garrett wasn't there to be like, you guys shouldn't be raping and murdering all these people. Shouldn't be doing that. It's
but it's
God
only
probably not too pleased with you at the moment.
it's only bad looking back with our rose-colored glasses.
Yeah, with
where
our bullshit shit lib nonsense.
Yeah, where everything is hunky-dory now, but that's just the way things were.
Yeah, people back then that were getting raped, murdered, and enslaved.
Mm-hmm.
They were like, "This is fine."
I mean,
what else was I doing?
Half the kids
Game
died.
Boy isn't going to be invented for another 200, 300 years. I've just been sitting around waiting to die, basically. Trying to just eat.
Totally. You're just like trying to survive. What is it? Like half the kids died from childbirth. Half of the women died trying to give birth to a child. It was a different time. It was a rough life. You're lucky to have a nice big mansion that you get to live outside of in a house kind of. Or
you started good. Then it kind of veered off into outside of.
Well, some got to go inside.
You're right.
Uh-huh.
Those guys probably had a good time.
Thank you.
You're totally right.
Thank you.
Not a big deal. Who would mind? I'm sure in everyone's history, there's a point where it was happening to their people.
Oh, definitely, 100%.
Like every race that it's ever existed kind of had their turn being the bitch boy.
And it was way worse in some other countries too.
Oh,
they would
totally.
like castrate them and whatever.
They had like a double N-word they would call them. They had mega N-words they would just throw at these people. You wouldn't believe the noises. But anywho.
Yeah.
Back to Edie's back.
Oh,
hey Edie girl.
Thanks for the rose.
Thank you. Hold on. I think we might be. Nope, we're not back. That should do it.
And we're back.
Thanks, Edie. That was a fucking real
good.
jerk off move. She came in here all excited that mama and baby were home. She fucking ran over to where all the wires are and just started wagging her tail and shaking her ass as hard as she could. She knocked a bunch of shit out. So hopefully that was the only issue, was the audio wire.
So
that is my hope.
This is for end of the show. This is like a lighthearted little video.
Oh, wonderful.
The Eric Crumble one. I probably opened it already, but what?
Yes.
So in the 90s, there was this boxer with the most unfortunate name, Eric Crumble, and he fought in 32 fights, lost 31 of the fights by either KO or TKO in the first 2 rounds. And the only one he didn't lose was a no contest, which not sure what that is. I don't know if like the guy didn't show up to fight or whatever it is.
It could be, I don't know. That's just like,
or like
the fight didn't happen.
They hit below the belt or something like that.
Yeah. Oh, that's a disqualification. No contest is, I guess if you just like get injured or if,
okay.
Yeah.
A poke in the eye or something.
Yeah. No, but even that's a disqualification. No contest has got to be like a no fault. The fighters can't fight for some reason.
But is that considered a win or a loss?
It's nothing.
It's a no contest. Yeah. So we all know Glass Joe from Mike Tyson's Punch Out. He was 1 in 99, and this guy was pretty close to it. And just recently, someone found.
What are you groaning about, Edie? You hear her? She's like, I'm gonna bring this dog up. Hold on, before we get to Crumble Boy, I want to hear from Crumble Girl.
Oh boy,
she's being a real.
She's filleting herself right now.
Oh, is she? Edie, what are you doing? Stop that! You are on camera, Edie. Hey, atta girl. What do you have to say for yourself? I'm sorry. I didn't mean to unplug the audio.
Right.
Oh, you're a good girl. What a good doggy. All right.
So I don't know how, but this boxer was kind of like a myth, and no one really believed it was true because there were no videos out there about him. And it's like, how is this guy? I guess like when I watched Mike Tyson's first few fights, it definitely seemed like they were like what the tomato cans they call them. They just throw guys out there to get beat up and fight. I guess that's what this guy was. But yeah, there was no video of it. And they reached out to a guy that fought him, and he had a video of the fight, the guy that he fought him with. So this is kind of like unearthed footage. I don't know what else to call it. And so the thing is, he's supposed to be like the worst boxer ever. And I watched the video. It just looks like he got beat up. Like I was expecting some guy to be like looping arms and doing a windmill or something like that. But no.
I just love that his nickname, according to the video title, was Eric. James Eric Crumble. In quotes. Because a lot of boxers have nicknames like Iron Mike Tyson. Bob the Destroyer Bubats.
Pretty Boy Floyd Mayweather. Yeah.
And James Eric. Like he just thinks Eric's a cool ass name. He wishes his name was Eric. This is his cool fucking boxing nickname. And they call me Eric. Eric.
I'm an Eric.
Yeah, I'm a real Eric. John. Okay, so this is John Van Ham.
This is him. Now you'll hear John Van Ham talking during this video because he just, I guess, recorded it, watching it on his TV. And another weird part is there's one other guy that talks for 2 or 3 seconds. It sounds exactly like Pat Dixon. I don't know why.
Maybe it's Pat Dixon.
Maybe.
Juliet. This dude who was an established fighter and had 17 fights named Tommy Yoder.
So John Van Horn is top right corner.
Van Ham,
sorry. And then Eric Crumble is bottom left.
And Sam said
People never seen him before. They thought he was going to be like looking like Glass Joe, you know, some skinny guy. But he looks like in shape, and he looks all right. It just I don't know why he couldn't win a fight.
That's him down there on the left. Wow, it's incredible footage.
Yeah, so you know.
How did you like stumble upon this shit? Where did this even come from?
Probably Reddit, just because it was like we finally found the video of this guy. I was like, oh, what's going on?
And for years you've been waiting, like, God, I just want to see a James Crumble fight, a Jimmy Crumb. I just need to see that before once before I die.
It's nice to see a video of the worst boxer ever.
So it's like officially in history.
I think so. I don't think anyone else is, you know, maybe a few fights they just lost and never fought back. But this guy, 34 fights or 32 fights and 31 were knockouts.
When that's what you're known for, what you should start doing is just start fighting guys at a bar for money.
Yeah.
You should.
Yeah, because you'll be good at that.
Yeah, that's the thing.
Yeah.
People with 2 beers in them are going to be like, that's his record is the worst ever. I could kick his ass. And then you just fuck them up and, you know, loser has to pay. Boxing.
I sold 40 ringside seats.
America's boring pastime fighting. There was a huge boxing fight over the weekend, apparently.
Really?
Oh, yeah.
I didn't hear about it.
Ingoye against Robert Cardenas or something.
Kardashian?
Yeah, Kim Kardashian. I don't know or care who won.
Yeah. I'll tell you who won this one. Van Ham.
Yeah, not so you're saying James Crumble? Excuse me, James Eric Crumble? E-Rock?
But you know, he's getting a few punches in there, and
he's the guy with the cornrows.
Yeah.
I didn't realize James Crumble was a black fella.
Yeah.
That makes this even more. Oh my God, he's down.
That was it.
He got punched in the kidney. He's dead.
The guy said he hit him 21 times in that one place during the 30-second fight. You know, like, after like 16 of them, he heard like a rib crack. Good night, Charlie. Yeah, that's
what?
a good one.
Good night, Charlie. That was weird.
That was funny. Where he was, I got confused. He was like, Steve.
Yeah,
Steve?
my wife told the baby to say good night, Steve, and everyone, including the baby, went. You mean Daddy? But anyway, yeah, I just want to hear
I just wanted to
the rib punch again.
No, here it is. Bam! That's it. Now, if you count how many times I hit him in that same spot, it was 21 times in 80 seconds. I hit him in that right part of his body.
Stand up so I can hit you in that one spot again.
That was it, huh?
Yeah.
TK, hey, look, it's us.
Yeah, so just a little, you know, fun little sports segment at the end of the Garrett and Steve show. I thought everyone should see the worst boxer in history.
Yeah, this is Garrett and Steve Stool Sports.
Yeah.
So we watched that boxing video. Hey, he fucking punched him in the fucking ribs. Hell shit and yeah. We're cool sports guys. We curse. We don't give a we'll drink and curse the whole time we're talking about sports. That fucking boxer kicked the fucking shit out of another fucking boxer.
Fuck yeah, man.
He was an asshole.
His fucking hands are fucking weapons.
He punched him in the ribs so many times so hard he was like, fuck the Jews. Fuck him. Anyway.
So, yeah, you're welcome, everyone, for that unearthed video.
Re-earth it. Shove it down deep under earth.
You didn't enjoy it? I thought it was fun.
I liked it. It was fun.
Mm-hmm.
I had so much fun watching James Eric Crumble. James E-Rock doesn't miss a crumb. Nagel. I only say that because E-Rock's in the chat.
Ooh.
How much to get Steve to do that? Was that poo on a car or get punched in the ribs 20 times?
I'm guessing poo on a car.
Probably poo on a car.
Yeah.
He broke $1 million. Also, I would do it for free. I would absolutely poo on a car for free. Maybe before we end, we should. We never played the Indian boat clip. What Indian boat clip?
Oh, I have that too.
Indian boat clip.
Yeah, in my in the prep email I sent it.
Indian fucking.
Apparently, the Indian.
Speaking of never miss a crumb, look at Steve's shirt.
Yeah, it's all crummy.
No, it isn't.
Because you wiped it off. It was.
Not crummy at all. Completely clean. I think he was saying, I'm busting out of it. Either way, we could, me and E-Rock are in the same weight class. We could trade barbs like that.
Yeah.
You know, it's a fair fight.
Fair fight, yeah.
Not
like Eric Crumble.
No, James.
Sorry, James.
Eric Crumble. Indian boat. Okay, we're doing end on this. And then, for those of you who are waiting for it, because I know there is at least a few of you, there's a brand new board song being debuted today for all of our Garrett and Steve Club board membs.
Why'd you say it?
Membs. Like members.
Membs?
It's cool and hip to shorten words. It's
Membs?
Throughout history, cool, hip young guys take longer words and they shorten them
Yeah,
to
that
sound
makes
cool.
sense.
I just did that and it sounded cool. It's a board membs.
Really?
Yeah. That's how I refer to them.
Membs? Why
Everybody
not
knows
Burrs?
that.
Burrs.
Burrs.
Members, but just call them Burrs.
It sounds like birds.
Membs?
I'm trying to say this is for the birds. Membs.
Yeah. Oh.
Yeah.
Birds of a feather flock together.
Yeah, but birds are gay.
But membs?
Membs. It's a totally new word.
That's
Breaking
true.
new
It is a
ground.
new word.
Yeah.
I've never heard that
Yeah.
word before.
New, hip, young. This is how slang do.
Oh, so the kids use the word, that word.
They will.
Oh,
It's going to catch
okay.
on.
Okay. All right.
Fucking shit rolls downhill.
It just seems weird to just bring it up out of the blue.
Well, it's just how I refer to them.
Okay.
The members of the board, the membs. But we'll get to that in a moment.
You almost caught yourself.
We'll yes, I did.
Yeah. So the Indian government acquired a speedboat. I don't know if I believe this Twitter post. It's like, wow, the government acquired a speedboat.
It's fucking cool,
like the
man.
first one ever.
Yeah, like first time we have big speedboat. Steam.
You're surrounded by water. Your whole country. You never had a speedboat before.
Why would the government need a speedboat until recently?
To defend themselves, to Coast Guard things. To
a speedboat? You're talking about
yeah,
a big ship.
No, but like Coast Guards are on like normal ships that could go pretty fucking fast. Normal boats. I would assume the Indian.
Let me read this. The Indian government proudly acquired a new speedboat and, in a bold display of maritime enthusiasm, decided to film its capabilities for the viewing public. Unfortunately, 13 fatalities. Oh my God.
Oh, Jesus.
Well, I don't know what goes wrong here. I didn't read ahead, but maybe we should just watch it. It's so fucking fast. Oh my God.
What's the horsepower on that thing?
5,000 steam power.
Wow. Really cooking.
They seem like they're going, I don't know.
Yeah, not that fast.
They ain't turbocharged or nothing. Oh, here, this seems like a problem. Jesus Christ.
Running through the side of a boat.
You killed 13 people. because you drove straight into another boat that wasn't moving.
A boat where you put people up to watch your new boat.
Yeah.
It's not like it came out of nowhere. It was like all of a sudden, oh shit, there's a
oh fuck. Out of fucking nowhere. You see that boat? Where'd it come from? Like, look at the whole trajectory. They make a right and they're headed towards open ocean. They're gone. There's nothing in sight. Can't even hit a fucking fish.
I mean, there is another boat out there.
That's even further away.
They avoided it. Give them credit for that.
Then they loop around. I guess, yeah, to avoid that boat that's like a mile out there, they make a left turn and
then just straight line it right
straight to the only other boat anywhere nearby.
No turning.
13 people dead.
How? How did 13 people die from that?
I don't know. They all killed themselves out of the embarrassment. The first ever speedboat in India getting turned into a fucking pile of shit. The very last shot, though.
Yes, of course.
Unmistakably India. Is a brown stinky foot in a sandal.
There's no shit in that picture, though.
Well, you can't see from between his toes at this angle, but I promise you there's shit in this picture.
Oh, there's definitely some shit underneath his toenails.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There's poo.
You're right.
Definitely poo. Well, rest in peace, Indian maritime crew. We loved you. It got taken too soon. Literally, first day.
For real.
First day of the new speedboat. I agree, though. This seems shady to me as an official government activity, and there's just a random guy with Nike sandals on filming it.
Yeah, and there's no flag of India on the boat anywhere. Or
isn't this a show of power? This is their navy.
Yeah,
showing off their naval supremacy. The fucking clunk is hysterical to me. Oh, clunk. Oh, fuck. Fucking one day having fucking boat. Now he's sunk.
There wasn't even anyone trying to jump off in the last second to save them. So they just all accepted their fate.
They were in disbelief, like, oh, he's going to turn.
He's going to turn.
Even at the last second, he's going to do a cool movie, which is probably what he was trying to do.
Probably.
He was probably
trying to splash the people on the boat.
Fucking big stink mission impossible. Boat turn. And instead of boat turn, it was boat slam.
Boat straight ahead.
Boat slam. And boat death. Boat die. And now they're at the bottom of a stinky,
oh god,
briny deep. Rest in peace. Poor stinky man. Curtis John. Garrett is just jealous Edie is doing it herself. This is in reference to you Edie scratching herself. We all saw. Thank you, Curtis John. You're right. He's a creep, tries to finger my dog. I have to watch him with a keen eye.
I know, I was scratching her. You're like, all right, enough.
You were scratching pretty low. Those were dog pubes you were scritching. Take it easy. Bob Fan and Patrice, no boats in India. There's a fear that someone would fall in the water and accidentally wash away the stink. Well,
I think point proven wrong there.
Yeah, you don't know what you're talking about, Bob. We just saw 2 boats.
Mm-hmm. 3.
And then 3 boats.
Yeah.
The one that was way far away, who knows who was on that? That was like a shipping.
But that's a boat.
Okay.
Yeah.
You got me there. It was a boat.
And then the speedboat, and they hit a boat.
Yeah, that's 3. By our count, Bob, that's 3 boats.
Mm-hmm.
And they wash themselves, just not all the time.
Yeah.
And
they're just not hung up about germs and smell and things like that. Yeah.
Like someone we know. Not hung up on soap.
Edie?
Yeah, Edie. Edie's molester. The no soap dog fingerer. But anyway, thank you, Bob, fan of Patrice.
Mm-hmm.
Nate Dog The Indian equivalent of search and rescue.
True.
Stink and smash. Send out the stink and smash squad.
Yeah, whatever they seem to do, it seems to always be the worst version of that thing they're trying to do.
It's always skipping steps.
Yeah.
Always fucking like just, hey, do fun.
We got boat. I don't even know how to drive it, but let's fucking drive it.
We got boat. We got boat. Don't know how to drive. Yeah, the guy clearly didn't really know exactly what he was doing because he smashed into a non-moving vessel. But
and not really much of a reaction from the crowd either. They were just like
put his phone down.
He was just like, oh,
I get show over. No more boat.
Can we go home?
I guess it's time to leave. Yeah, no, like I mean, he just turned his phone off. Maybe they all leapt into the water to save lives, but also maybe not.
Maybe not in 13-9.
Maybe they were just looking over the bars like, well, they're dead.
No, it's weird. They didn't throw like any life preservers over.
Again, we see the video ends at crash, basically. So that all could have happened right after.
Yeah.
You know, they might have just taken a big wad of plastic garbage and thrown it overboard so they can float on it. There's plenty of that around.
I started watching season 2 of The Rehearsal.
Oh.
And it's about he's trying to figure out why plane crashes.
Why
planes crash?
Why planes crash because of pilot to co-pilot miscommunication.
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah.
I fucking love that show. I love Nathan Fielder. I think he's very funny. What do you think of the show?
All right, I watched season 1. Season 1 was not completely different, but
It's pretty different.
Yeah. But it's a similar where he builds these like studios to reenact things, and
Dude,
that's insane.
Because HBO gives him like a blank check basically,
And he has really no budget.
His whole thing is he would do stuff for free, like he just fucking with people. So he doesn't, but he's like, I have all this money. Here's what I'll do. I'll build a full replica of a bar I went to in Brooklyn and we'll react this entire situation that happened at this bar in Brooklyn. It's so fucking funny because it's so ridiculous and stupid.
Yeah, the opening scene of season 1 where he goes to interview this guy that lies about his having a master's degree or a PhD.
Yeah.
And he goes to the guy's apartment and then he's like, well, you know, this whole conversation is a rehearsal. And the guy's like, what do you mean? And he's like, remember 2 weeks ago that we said the gas company came and they had to fix a leaky pipe? He's like, yeah. And they filmed this whole apartment that made a complete replica of that guy's apartment. And for weeks, he went through rehearsals talking about what he would say to this guy about the most ridiculous, about his lie, about lying,
But
being
saying
in a
he
trivia
went to
group.
college and got a master's even though he didn't.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So then the guy was like going to tell his friend in the trivia group at the Alligator Bar in Brooklyn. So they went there and then he built a whole replica of that bar to have the guy rehearse inside the bar. Yeah.
And then the season takes this whole other different turn.
And that was
very
the thing.
funny.
It got like meta upon meta.
Yeah.
And it kind of, he kind of got screwed because people dropped out, and things happened. And
It turned into a whole different thing. I thought it was still very entertaining.
It was entertaining, but it was like, at some points, it was like, wait, what's going on?
In a good amount of points, it's like, what the fuck is going on? What is happening? But that's, to me, I think that I find that shit very, very funny. It's just preposterous. Like his just deadpan monotone voice with all this wacko shit going around. Very funny. The second season, so far, one of my favorite parts was in the first episode, he's talking to a co-pilot.
Yeah.
He's following him around, like learning about this guy's life and just like really following everything he does. And at one point, he's in this guy's house, sitting on his bed with him with his shoes off and his feet just tucked behind him. He's just laying on this guy's bed while this guy calls his girlfriend. And Nathan's just laying there like this. But like like dead serious. But you just see his little feet with his socks just tucked behind him, laying on the bed with another grown man. And the other guy, he finds these people that are just bizarre.
I know.
He finds the weirdest fucking people. And he's like, all right, I'm going to have this like $1 million HBO budget camera crew and everything. Follow this just strange man around his house.
Yeah, and this guy was worried that his girlfriend was cheating on him with guys from Starbucks. So then,
because he was like, "Yeah, I don't see her for 2-3 months at a time." He didn't think she was cheating. He was like, "Yeah, she probably gets
hit on
by the people because she works at Starbucks.
Yeah.
She's a barista. She probably gets hit on a bunch." And the way that plays out is very funny too.
I'm like halfway through. So
I don't want to spoil anything, so I'll.
But I mean, he builds. Maybe he bought some sort of flight simulator cockpit because I could assume those that exist in the world.
But he had HBO spend probably like $100,000 on the fucking thing.
Yeah. But yeah, it's like a real cockpit with all the buttons and everything, and there's a screen outside the window and they're doing flights, and they have video of like actual flights crashing, and not like the plane, but like what it would look like from the cockpit view of a plane crash, and it's insane. Like what the techniques they use to do all this shit just for nothing.
And he's like,
just so the guy can confront his girlfriend in the cockpit over
hold on, scratch clock. You got scratch clock going.
Oh yeah, flip it up.
Atta girl.
Yeah, that's a nice part.
Can you quit being sexually creepy to my dog? For the love of God. Good job, Edie. But yeah, he says it at some point in the first episode. He's like, I wanted to do a show that was just about airplane safety and how we could actually make airplanes safer because I travel a lot and it scares me, yada yada. But he's like, HBO is paying me to do a comedy show. So I'm left with this problem of how do I turn this into a comedy show? I don't know.
Yeah.
He's just like, I don't know. I'm just going to keep doing what I'm doing.
I want to say season 2, at least so far, is less funny than season 1. Like kind of more interesting what he's getting at and things. But like,
how many episodes of The Rehearsal have you watched? Season 2?
Season 2, maybe 3.
Oh, so wait, you're ahead of me. So you watched the second episode with the American Idol thing?
Yeah.
You didn't think that was funny? That was ridiculous.
It was ridiculous, but the whole concept of like they're just going to reject everyone, and then those people rate the judges, and then you're seeing
funny. Because dude, one woman, her rating is really high, and she says like fantastic a lot. So then Nathan goes, he goes in the room, and he's a judge now, and people walk in, and he's just like fantastic, that's fantastic, and the person writes 4 out of 10.
Then he calls the guy back and questions so much.
Like, so what? Yeah, after, by the way, he tells him you're not good enough to be on the show, and he kicks him off. He's like, so why did you think I was just a 4? He like meets him in the parking lot.
He called him, had him come back. And then the guy really had he was like, your aura is off. Yeah. But I like the whole concept of how he's trying to figure out some sort of communication problem with people. Like he makes it very elaborate.
Because he also shows these real air disasters that have happened where a co-pilot is telling a pilot like, hey, this is wrong, you gotta do this, and the pilot's like, fuck off.
Yeah.
Or a co-pilot, the opposite, they don't say anything because right before that they were like getting sexually harassed by the pilot asking about fucking, who you dating. Oh yeah, you like fucking, you like getting your pussy eaten, like all this shit, and then the co-pilot just doesn't talk to the pilot. The pilot fucks up, crashes, because the co-pilot's like, I just don't want to say anything to this guy.
Did you know that the pilots like don't meet ahead of time? Like they don't really know each other.
They pretty much meet on the plane.
Yeah,
they see each other before they get on the plane, but they don't talk to each other until they're in the cockpit.
Yeah.
I
always thought it was like a team. I figured like you'd want, but maybe that's like bad because
they'll start fucking in the cockpit. I don't know.
No, or just like you get relaxed, or you know, like you're not on.
There needs
not
to
as
be
alert.
Yeah, you need to be. You can't be too.
You don't want to be too friendly.
Of the person next to you because they could be fucking up. And if you trust them 100%, you're gonna be like, well, this looks wrong or feels wrong, but I trust this guy. There should be like a division of, listen, I don't know you, and our job is to not die.
Yeah.
So,
yeah.
I will question you, but it's neither here nor there. Go watch The Rehearsal on HBO. Like we need to plug that. Nathan needs our help. Nobody's watching his fucking $1 billion show. But please Board members.
What?
What, please? Oh, excuse me. Board members. To the members of the board, do we have a special treat for you today? A brand new song by a Grammy award-winning artist yet again.
You all know him.
You all know them.
Them, yeah.
Sang
her. You all know her.
Y'all know them.
Them. I didn't
2025,
know, I didn't know the
Garrett.
pronoun. Sorry, excuse me.
2025.
Please.
We say the N-word and get $500,000 for it, and we call people of questionable penis or vagina a them. This song is for the people on this here board. If you want to join the board, go to Garrett and Steve on patreon.com.
Mhm.
Join the Garrett and Steve Members Club. Membs Club. You too can be featured in a Billboard smashing song. That's not the term.
Chart topping?
Chart smashing, Billboard bashing, thrashing, crashing, frashing, board members only song. Without any further ado, here's It's Raining Membs. It's the Garrett and Steve commemorative plaque. And it's raining Membs. Hallelujah, it's raining Membs. Hey Membs. Got Caitlin Cott, Mama Reno, Edith Gunty, Nick Giordano, Charlie Chicago, Deadpool, Jeremy, M. Stock, Marshall Beaupre, Moose Pete, Fitzy, Dominic, Richard Kelly, Josh Wurs, Mike Liggio, Mitchell, Chris Burke, Jimmy Z, Ganoff, Gecko Dundee, Daniel Monday, Gay Bitches, Daniel Monday, Gay Bitches, Connor and Beck, Connor, Beck, Jeff, Doc Jones, 73, Michael Malice, Curtis, John, William, Yoda, Brian, Kate, Jeffrey the Giraffe, Stan Turner, not next support, Matt Bugatti, Asia S. Thompson, Old Youngin, Bob Van Patrice, Doogie 7626, Justice Paul Garrett, Jay Thomas, Larry F. Turd, Angelo, Mark DeGracci, Cynthia, Darcy, Shuss, Eric and Lastra, and Max, and Lucy and Clara, Rocky Pin, Jose Delgado, Jay, Stews, Cluster, Payne, Jammin', Jay, Nate, Gina, Marie, it's raining Membs. Hallelujah, it's raining Membs. Beverly, Jay, Quan G, Johnny, Heather, the Hooker, Jonathan, McDuckus, AJ, Michael J, Birdsey, Dan, Harold, Booze, Channel, 666, Lindsay, Sabadoosh, Steve's ass. Vince Giganetzi, Aaron Craft, Gold members, get a cash. That's the black. That's my ass. It's raining Membs.
Woo! Wow. Get that out of your head.
That song really got the blood pumping in my genitalia.
Mhm.
God damn.
That's what all you board members deserve.
I just say it like that.
A beautiful song written about them.
Yes.
Yeah.
That is exactly what they deserve.
Yeah.
It sounded like you're being critical.
Oh, excuse me. That's what all you board members deserve.
That's what all the Membs deserve. It's raining Membs. Hallelujah. It's raining Membs. Hey, Membs. It's beautiful music.
Beautiful song. Yes.
I mean, the artist kind of lost their rhythm and just started saying names halfway through and weren't really singing them. But
yeah, but you know, there's a lot of names to get through.
It's a hip hop thing.
Yeah.
You don't just, sing. Sometimes you just stop and start saying words. Hallelujah.
I really enjoyed it. I think that's that could be front runner for top Membs song.
Check it out. Next one TRL.
You should put that on like Spotify so we could get money from all the views people would.
Oh
listen
yeah.
to. Yeah.
Oh yeah.
I mean, we probably have to clear it with the
Jews.
With the Jews that own that song.
Yeah, probably gotta clear it with them, but I think they'd be fine with that. We can make a little pretty penny on Spotify. I mean, people that have songs with millions and billions of views don't make a lot of money.
$1.20, yeah.
So I imagine we'd be somewhere in the $100,000 to $500,000 range.
I think so, yeah.
Based on what we would get.
I mean, you didn't throw any N-words in there, though. It's kind of not you. I mean, the singer.
The singer did.
Yeah, missed opportunity there, but
the song should have been "It's Raining Ends." Now that I think about it, fuck, missed opportunity. Oh well.
Yeah.
Thank you to the Membs.
Thanks, guys, for watching.
Thanks for watching.
See you guys tomorrow.
And we'll be back tomorrow. Same Mem time, same Mem place. The Garrett and Steve show.
We love you.